Stand up, New York Giant fans. Bad Dog, we've got a football. It's preseason, but we got a football game. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Your voice sounds great. That's mid-season form. That's not even preseason form. That sounded fantastic. Excited to see some New York Giants football. Again, we're not going to get too high or too low here in what they do today, but I shaved and showered for the occasion. I'm going to crack open a cold freaking beer. We're going to watch Russell Wilson throw to our backups today, and we're going to watch Abdul Carter absolutely wreak havoc on the Bills quarterback.
I cannot wait to get to see Abdul Carter today. I know a lot of Giants fans, like you said, myself included, super excited to see Jackson Dart as well, the pair of rookies. A couple of notables that won't be in today that I was looking forward to. Evan Neal, we all wanted to see him at the guard spot to see how he could translate there. He's not playing to my knowledge. I know for a fact Malik Neighbors is out. I'm not too sure about the other receivers. I saw speculation. So somebody in the chat, get us in the loop of who's not going to be in and who's going to be out today. But I know those two guys for sure are not playing. Russell Wilson is starting at quarterback. I expect to see Dart probably mid-second quarter, maybe, because Winston will probably get some, time as well. So we'll see. But we're definitely going to get to see Dart. Want to say hello to the best chat on YouTube. Love all you guys. Seti in the chat, John in the chat. No Slayton and Hyatt. That's what I told Bad Dog before. I just wasn't
no Hyatt, which I'm surprised about.
Yeah, that was official. So apparently it is. So Russ is going to be throwing, I guess, Theo Johnson, as we said, Wan'Dale Robinson, and a bunch of guys.
Collins and Washington.
Yeah, a bunch of guys trying to compete to make the back end of this roster. But nevertheless, we got football back. Get to see Tyrone Tracy. Get to see that formidable pass rush. So really excited to see the New York Giants today. Paul in the chat, AP in the chat, William in the chat, Cy Guy in the chat, King Trizzy in the chat, Young Yab in the chat. Luke says, go Bills. You got no Josh Allen today, so Mitch Trubisky is going to be fighting for his life against this pass rush. Yep. Lizzie, what's going on? And I saw Danny became a member before the stream. It's just out of my chat now. I want to say thank you for that, Danny. Thanks for joining. And Juan says, what's up, guys? Let's go, G-Men. Extremely excited for this season. Thanks for all y'all doing. Well, we're not doing much. We're just coming on here and talking about the team that we love with you guys. But appreciate all you guys for being here and excited for a new Giants season. And hopefully this year it's a lot more fun. Bad Dog, we talked about it on our Joint Giants channel last night, and I'm happy that Dable, I think, is learning from his mistakes from the previous 2 years. You look at the Giants the last 2 years, opening week, they lose 40-0 to the Dallas Cowboys. They look completely unprepared for that game. I don't remember the score last year against Minnesota.
28-6.
Whatever it was. It was a disaster.
A lot to a little.
What'd you say?
A lot to a little.
A lot to a little. Yeah, it's been a pattern for the Giants the last couple of years. I mean, they've been bad in general, but specifically to start the year, they have just come out completely unprepared. So Dable seems like he's learned from that. He's playing Russ today. He's playing a wide majority of the starters on both sides of the ball. And it's important, especially when you look at the schedule this year. We all know it's a ridiculous schedule, at least on paper. But when you open up on the road against both the Commanders and the Cowboys, and then you have Kansas City week 3, you can't start 0-2 in the division. So the Giants have to be as prepared as possible to start the year this year.
Absolutely. And I understand Malik Neighbors is kind of dealing with a toe. You get that. I know Slayton's had some kind of, it's like he's had an injury. Dable did come out and say that neither of the injuries to Slayton or Scadaboo are, they're not serious. So that's a good thing. But you mentioned it last night, Chris. If you're 93%, you don't play. You got to be 100% to play in these games. They don't matter. You'd like to get them obviously some reps, but you don't want them to be out for a couple of weeks or a couple of months because you pressed them and there's a freaking gnat in here. It was crawling on my screen. It's pissing me off. So you want to see the guys get some time, but you also don't need to press them back. So Scadaboo, and, hopefully you just hope these guys are ready for the regular season. I like that they're playing Russ today. I like that they're playing Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter's ready to freaking go. He's like, I'm going to put it all on film against the Bills. So I don't know if we've even seen this guy's best moves yet, but definitely excited. And, of course, we're going to get a look at Jackson Dart. I love Jackson Dart. I got to work on my Gruden, but I love Jackson Dart. So we're going to get to see a lot of Jackson Dart today. Excited to see what he does. We talked about it last night on Giants Collective. just want to see some poise, want to see decisive throws. And if he makes mistakes, this is where you want to make those mistakes in preseason, and that's where you learn from him. But yeah, excited to see some New York Giants football today for sure. Like I said, the best chat on YouTube, baby. Let's go.
Appreciate all you guys. Mike, another great member and been with us forever, of course. Mike Nixon says, let's go. Tana football is back. Look, we only have Wandell today. Neighbors Slayton and Hyatt not playing today. Yeah, it is what it is, Mike. It's preseason. Like Bad Dog said, those guys probably aren't 100%. I would have preferred for them to at least get a drive or two with Russell Wilson. You want him to get acclimated in a game setting to JMS, to the wide receivers and everything else. So hopefully, at least some of those guys are on the field next week when we go up against the New York Jets. But as long as we stay healthy and hopefully we see some good things today, but it is just the preseason.
Yeah, without question. So I'm ready for it.
Christopher, what's going on, man? He says, it's been a while. Let's hope this is a start to the first mediocre season we've seen in a while. Well, 2022 was, I would say, slightly better than mediocre. It was a fun year. But other than that, it's been a disaster since we've been doing this show.
Yeah.
Do we know how long the starters are playing? No, we don't know, Chris. But if I had to guess, probably a quarter. Probably a quarter, I would guess. The first quarter, you'll probably see Russ, maybe 2 drives and the offense. But, your guess is as good as mine, man. We're going to find out together.
I almost went to this game. Almost.
That's right.
If I had known, well, my wife and I did not want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and drive 5 hours to Buffalo. That was not in the cards. And then we were supposed to drive back after the game. Not spending 10 hours in a car. I don't like driving like that. I hate it. So no, wasn't doing that. And then they come out and they were like, oh, well, we're going to spend the night Friday. Well, I had already made plans at this point. I'm like, I can't just go back and change it, which sucks because otherwise I'd be there right now. They had I forgot where their tickets were. And I told my wife, I'm not sitting there. If I'm going all the way to Buffalo, man, I'm sitting 50-yard line behind the Giants bench because those tickets are going to be a lot of money. It's preseason. But I didn't end up going. I got to get to a Giants game this year. That is in the works. I'm definitely going to one. You
mentioned the Chargers game. They might have a decent chance to beat the Chargers now.
I don't think it's going to be the Chargers, though, because DWG's got to go. He's not going to be there. Obviously, he was going to go with me. Looking at the Niners, this is the one we're targeting, November 2nd. It still should be pretty nice. It's early November down in the city. That's probably low 60s that time of year. So could rain. I mean, we get that
winnable game.
But that's the game. So if I actually buy tickets, I'll let you know that I'm going to that.
Yeah.
Because you and I, it's been too long since we have met in person to throw back a couple of brewskis and talk some Giants football man to man, baby.
You let me know. We'll definitely make it happen. Larry says, let's go. Let's go. Football is back. Stand up. Larry, man, thanks so much for being here. Thank you for being a tremendous supporter of the channel. And it's back. We're preseason, but it's back. B. Chris, been a member for 30 months. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody for being here. I'm glad to be back. Glad to be talking Giants football now that the season is getting ready to get underway. And we got time. Says, what's up, fellas? While I hope all has been well, traveling the world, building boats. Let's go. That's awesome, man. And thank you for popping in. And we got time. Thank you for being here, buddy. Andrew says, what's up, fellas? What's going on, Andrew? Good to see you, man. He says, long time no see. I'm looking forward to. Well, he ain't playing today, Andrew. So
yeah, he's got a hammy. He's got a hamstring injury.
You'll have to wait a week. My guess is you'll probably have to wait 2 weeks based off of the fact that it's a hamstring. Maybe they play him a little bit the last preseason game, but he probably doesn't play next week either.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how he progresses. Dable did say it wasn't serious, so hopefully that does mean he's able to get in there next week. We both Chris and I love Scatterboo. Most Giants fans do love Scatterboo, so let's hope he gets back soon. That'd be great.
For sure. LA Sports, man, another incredibly loyal subscriber, both of ours, says, stand up. I'm so pumped for the season. We're underrated, well coached, and exciting. You boys are the best. Let's go, Giants. I don't think this is a bad football team. Where I'm scared for this team this year is the schedule. But I don't think they're a bad football team. I think the Giants are a team that's not going to be embarrassing because I think their defense is legit. I think they have a formidable pass rush. I think the secondary got a lot better with some of the additions that they made. I don't think this is going to be a laughable bad football team. I think they will be relatively competitive on a weekly basis. I just look at the schedule, Bad Dog, and I'm like, it's hard for me to find a lot of wins. Just
We
because
got to get off to a good start, Chris. I know that Washington is a much better team than they've been in the past, and I know Dallas has had our number for some time. Those are winnable football games. I don't care. The Chiefs, they were in the Super Bowl the last 3 years in a row. They're legitimate. Okay, the Eagles, I can't stand them, but let's face it, they're defending Super Bowl champions and they're stacked. Those are really tough games. Detroit is a really good team. That's a really tough game for us. Minnesota, to me, winnable. Chicago is winnable. The Saints.
I think the Chargers game's even winnable at this point. Now
the Raiders game is winnable.
Yeah.
The Saints game, we can win that. There's wins there to be had. We got the Niners. In my opinion, they're kind of going through a transition. Yeah. And they're coming to us. They're flying across the country. That's winnable.
Yeah, I think it's winnable. We're gonna find out how many winnable games they could win this year. But
that's just it.
We'll find out. But Allison, thank you for being a member. Allison's the best. Chris, you're back. Fingers crossed we don't get mollywopped. Do you think we keep 4 quarterbacks, or do you think we drop one? Can't wait for Bad Dog to you. Allison, no, I don't think we'll. No, virtually no team, at least to my knowledge, goes with 4 quarterbacks. So no, I do think we'll go with 3 for sure. Which I remember I did a video on that a couple of years ago, where I think if I recall, it was almost a 50-50 split, at least that year, 2 years ago, where about half the teams in the league rostered 3 quarterbacks and half the teams in the league rostered 2. I think the Giants clearly will roster 3, but no, I don't think DeVito will make this team outside of somebody being hurt. If he isn't claimed somewhere, which he certainly could be, he's certainly capable of being at least a third-string quarterback on a lot of NFL football teams. As much as some people like to make fun of him, he has had some success in the NFL. But if he isn't claimed, I would imagine, obviously, the Giants would probably bring him back on the practice squad.
I love the last part of that. I can't wait for Bad Dog to yell. Well, if you want to hear me yell, just tune into my Yankee post games. I see my guy Roldy's in the house, and I'm Roldy. Just tune into my Yankee post games. You get a lot of it. You get a lot of it.
Good to see that Roldy's in the chat. G-Man, thank you for being a member.
What the hell was I going to say?
I know Roldy's a big Yankee fan, too.
Yeah, Roldy, we're struggling. But yes, it was something Allison said. I don't remember. We're going to go back to that.
She said she can't wait for you to yell.
Yeah, it was that. But there was something else I was going to mention, but I'm old.
I'll pull it back up. Let me show you what she said.
No, I just looked at it and I didn't jog my memory, so it must not have been that important. It'll come back to me.
Oh, okay. But yeah, and G-Man, thank you so much for being a member, man. And let's get to the next super chat. Bob, talk about a loyal subscriber.
Bobby!
He's always like the first one in the chat before I go live. He says, glad to be back on Tana's channel. Giants football is back, and happy belated 50th. Welcome to, that's right, Bad Dog hit the big 5-0 this year.
Yes. Same birthday as A-Rod. And ironically enough, as we know, A-Rod watches my post-game videos.
Is it the same year as A-Rod?
Same exact day.
Oh, same year, same day, everything.
Same year, same day,
wow,
yeah.
That's wild.
Same day. And his life has turned out a little differently than mine, but I was born the same day as A-Rod. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
It is crazy.
Larry J, thank you so much, man, for being another guy that's always in here. Thank you so much for being here.
The living legend, Larry.
And Martin says, we have boys. We hear, boys. Football is back. The jacket is live. The jacket's live. Chris, let's go. Much love from the UK. Thank you so much for being here, Martin. UK, what time is it? 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah, Martin has a normal time today for when they play the Chiefs. It's gonna be like 2 a.m. over there, and you know what? Martin's such a legend that he'll probably be tuned in anyway.
Of course he will.
You know what I mean? It's amazing to me how diehard those fans are overseas that they will watch these games, because if they end at 7 o'clock at night, a lot of times that's 1 o'clock in the morning, or if they play a night game, and like I said, it's 2 a.m, and they're like, I got to watch my Giants, and that's saying the Giants ain't good.
Our overseas watchers are the most loyal Giants fans there are.
Incredible.
Staying up till 2, 3 in the morning just to watch the game.
Like our guys from Australia right now, it's like 1 a.m. over there, 4 a.m, whatever. Australia is weird. It could be like 12 to 20 hours ahead of us in New York, wherever they are. But it's crazy. It's just shows you, man. Giants fans are global, baby. This year is going to be much different. Say it every year. Don't give a shit. Been trolling the shit out of Cowboys fans on Twitter. That's been very enjoyable. I don't like the Cowboys, and we're going to beat them this year, and then they're going to all run away from me. They're not going to want that.
And Larry, thank you so much, man, for the memberships gift. We appreciate it so much. Danny says, let's drink to not having to watch DJ this year. Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that it's a change. I'm glad that there's a changing of the guard. We have something new, something hopeful. It's not the same story for 6 years. We have a young quarterback. I don't think we'll see him probably till at least midway through the year, but something new, something fresh, and we got a veteran who's at least respectable in Russell Wilson. And it's nice not to have to fight about the quarterback at least for 1 year. Next year, I'm sure we'll all be fighting about Jackson Dart, but it's nice to not have to fight about the quarterback for 1 year. But Danny, thank you so much for being here, man. Allison says, what version of Russ do we get, Seattle or Denver? I'll say in the middle. I think he was a horrible fit for the Sean Payton offense. So it was never a good fit there, which is why Payton couldn't wait to get him out of there. And I don't think he's what he used to be. So I'll say a little bit in the middle, Allison.
All right, we're getting ready to go.
Buffalo set to kick it away. Giants coming out with their blue unis, and the Giants will start with the ball. And they're going to take a touchback to start the game, which I'm a little surprised there, Bad Dog. You're trying to make a name for yourself in preseason. Usually maybe you try to take that out, but
here he comes. Let's ride, Chris.
Let's
go. Ride. Let's ride. Look at this.
We should have checked to see.
It's Daniel Jones.
We should have checked to see if we were synced up because we're on two different channels.
We are actually, which is crazy because I'm on ABC, he's on NBC, because I have the Bills broadcast up here.
And Russ huddle up here for the Giants. Giants without their entire starting receiving core outside of Wan'Dale Robinson.
Yep. I don't know who's starting on the offensive line. There is Wan'Dale out wide left.
Russ out of the gun.
35. Holy Jesus.
Yeah, that's the new touchback rule. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Russ will take the snap, takes a 3-step drop. He hits Tracy out of the backfield. Tracy falls off a tackler, but he's pushed out of bounds. He got maybe a yard.
Oh, that looks just like what we normally do.
I'd like to see Tracy involved a lot more in the passing game this year, though. I'll say that.
But again, this time of year, you're just going to see a lot of vanilla playbook, short, safe passes. You're not going to do anything extravagant. You know, you might at one point try to work on some kind of exotic reverse flea flicker type thing just to run it once. And
they're going to call a draw play here to Tracy as he's hit hard at the line of scrimmage. He was able to fall forward for 2. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8 at the 37.
Now, one thing we definitely want to look at with Tyrone Tracy, I'm sure Devin Singletary is going to get some snaps in this game as well. These guys had a big-time fumbling problems last year. So you want to definitely see Tracy hang on to – is that Joey Bosa?
I got a different TV than you do. So
that's right. That's right. Yeah. But we're still in the same things. That's weird. They just showed Bosa. That's Joey Bosa is on the bill. I didn't even know that.
And here's Russell Wilson out of the gun. Russ takes the snap, 3-step drop under pressure. He's able to flick it forward to Tracy. Tracy makes a man miss. He didn't fumble. He was down.
He was down, but I think he's down short of the sticks.
I think he's going to be like a quarter of a yard short.
Yeah, his knee definitely hit short. But again, man, you just worry about Tracy's ball security. I mean, he's had issues of fumbling. And again, his knee was down, but you got to hang on to that ball, man. I mean, that was really close.
I think they're going to go for this, Bad Dog. It's like a quarter of a yard. It's preseason, and they are. So the Giants will go for it. It'll be 4th and a half a yard. Wilson under center, man in motion, right to left. Wilson will take the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give it to Tracy. Tracy makes a man miss the backfield. He's able to scoot forward for 2 and a first down.
Come over here.
I need. Can we use your car?
Use my car. Yeah, my keys are in my gym pants up there.
He said yes.
And good to see Nation.
Everybody wants to drive that pimp mobile, that Nissan Rogue. It's the hot car.
Good to see Nations. He says, love you guys, man. Abdul Carr. I can't wait to see Abdul today. And Nation's another OG.
Our guy Nations was 13 when he started watching us, Chris, and now he's 34, full beard, married, 3 kids. That's how long we've been around.
Theo Johnson makes his first catch of the preseason for about 2 or 3 yards out of the backfield. It'll bring up 2nd and about 7.
Yeah, we expect Theo to be a big part of what the Giants do passing. You know, Russ loves the tight ends, and Giants obviously had a lot of confidence in Theo, the 4th-round draft pick out of Penn State last year. We'll see what he does.
And it looks like Devin Singletary will get his first work of the game as he checks in at the running back spot.
A lot of under center here, Chris. I mean, we did a lot of shotgun stuff last year.
Play action. Russ under duress. He's able to get rid of it, and he hits his man on the curl down to the 39. That's Wan'Dale Robinson. First down, Giants.
Good job by Russ. He felt the backside pressure, had to get rid of that ball, delivers a strike on time to Wan'Dale, and the Giants moving down the field pretty nicely here so far in the first drive.
Good route there by Wan'Dale as well.
Yeah, good job by Wan'Dale. And the thing we love about Russ is the timing. Probably you couldn't see it, but probably threw that ball before Wan'Dale came out of his break.
And here's Russ under center. They're going to try and end around. And I think that's Smith Marset, the kick returner from last year. He gets 3, maybe 4.
Yep. Again, like I said, you're not going to see a ton of this stuff, but you will see them work on some of these extravagant plays in their playbook, because what better time to try them out than in preseason?
My mistake, by the way. That was Washington, not Smith Marset. You're gonna make a lot of those mistakes in.
Yes, you will. Washington has done a good job. I also thought it was Smith Marset myself, but you'll see a lot. Wearing Victor Cruz's old number there, but Washington's had a good camp.
2nd and 7 here for the Giants at the 37. Wilson under center, 2 to the left, Singletary in the backfield, and they're gonna fake it. Play action. There's a flag on the play. Wilson throws it over the middle to Theo. Theo barrels forward for 3, but we'll see who the flag's on.
Probably holding. Russ had a good time that time in the pocket.
And James, thank you so much, man. Hey, Chris, this isn't a football question. Sorry, don't ever apologize. But what's up with my Mets? What's up with my Mets? I'm a Mets fan as well. 9 out of 10. We were just talking, me and Bad Dog, before we went live, we're talking about baseball. And we were both saying how the Yankees are taking a lot of heat off the Mets because the Yankees are playing so poorly. Not as many people are talking about the Mets as they should be. The Mets have been playing horrible. Right before this losing streak, they had a 7-game winning streak. It's kind of been the storyline of the Mets season. It's been 1 month of looking great, 1 month of looking horrible. They haven't been able to find their stride.
I think it's the way the Yankees was on. It was offsides. 2nd down and 2.
Oh, so 2nd and 2.
Yeah.
Wilson under center from the 32.
Wish Russ would have taken a shot there with an offside.
He's going to turn. He's going to hand. There's a big hole off the right side for Tracy. He gets 5 and a first down up to the 27.
Yep. And again, Tracy making himself really narrow, just kind of turning his shoulder sideways and, just kind of getting right through that small crevice. Leans forward, gets a good gain of 5, first down Giants. And again, good drive here. You've taken over 5 minutes. You're moving the sticks. You're in field goal range. Where are those 7s in the chat, man? Where are the 7s? Put those 7s up there, man. Let's get 7. Let's go.
So far, Giants having a good opening drive to the preseason. Man in motion is Bellinger. Wilson takes the snap, bootleg, play action. He throws, he hits belly, but nowhere to go there. Bills do a good job in coverage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
A lot of short stuff here early on outside of the comeback or the Wan'Dale, but they've kind of been throwing the ball 2-3 yards. Again, you're just going to have some short, safe passes. You want to get his timing, roll him out a little bit. You're not going to see, like I said, you're not going to see anything extravagant, but I'm sure, I don't know if Russ is going to get another drive, but I'm sure if he does, we'll see that moon ball at some point. Just
2nd and 10. 3 to the right. Now he's going to motion a wide receiver right to left. Singletary to his right. Russ out of the gun from the 20 set. Looked like a full start. Yeah,
it was. It was.
Was that Bellinger?
That's what we do.
I think it was Bellinger, but it might have been a lineman.
It was 75.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. Left tackle moved early. James Hudson. It was 55, sorry.
Oh, our new swing tackle fits right in.
Yeah. Right there. Yep.
Luckily, that'll be
Philadelphia. Philadelphia gets away with that all the time. Why don't we? They do.
True.
They move a hat. They always do that.
Lane Johnson is criminally. He does that all the time, and he never gets away. 2nd and 15 as we approach the 8.5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Good opening drive for the Giants, but we'll see if it could result in some points.
Someone in the chat said, Armen said, I've seen enough 10 and 7 Giants. I hope so, man.
A delayed handoff to Singletary out of the gun. It'll get 2.
Another flag. This could back us up some more.
Ugh.
Looks like it's at Hudson again. He just kind of put his hands up there like me.
Ugh. And Martin says, I'll be here for every game with you, but appreciate it, man. We know you will be, Martin. Appreciate it.
That's dedication, my friend. So back-to-back penalties on James Hudson. That's not going to make Daboll happy.
8:24 to go here in the first as the Giants get backed up. I would not that field goals are exciting, but one guy I want to see in preseason a little bit is because he struggled the last couple of years.
Let's hope he's
So maybe you get to see him attempt like a 53, 54.
Maybe Russ fires that moon ball now.
That would be a good time to do it. 2nd and 25 from the 42. Wilson out of the gun, drops back, steps up, throws. That's caught up to the 35, and that's Theo again. That's his 3rd catch on the drive.
You like to see this, man. Russ definitely, and he threw into Bellinger, so he's obviously working with the tight ends early in this game. And again, the Giants, Theo John's going to be a big part of what they do in the passing offense, without question.
So 3rd and 18, that gets the Giants back in the field goal range.
Yeah, you probably just try to get 10 of this, make the field goal a little bit easier.
Here's Russ out of the gun. Bills with a 4-man front. Russ takes the snap, drops back, looks right, comes back left, and looked like he might have been hit as he threw it. Incomplete. And Giants will have to settle for a
yeah, he was backing up as he threw that one, and not a lot of time there. Just try to get it out to Singletary and left it short.
Yeah, it looked like a design. Oh, they tipped it.
I was going to say, it looked like it might have got tipped at the line of scrimmage. It was.
So it'd be about a 52, 53-yard attempt?
Yep, right in that range. Looks like you're spotting it from 54 here.
It's going to be off the left hash. Snap, hold, kick is good. And Graham Gano looks like
Graham Gano, the Giants MVP.
3-0 Giants. Gano gets it to go from 53.
All right, let's go.
John, what's going on, man? I heard you missed us. We're back. We certainly missed you, man. Giants Nation, stand up. We need relief from the shitty Yanks and Mets. That's for sure. I just hope the Mets could turn. I mean, obviously, Bad Dog hopes the same for the Yankees. I just hope they could get things situated before the playoffs. But right now, it does not look good for either New York baseball team. But good to see you, John. Let's update the score. We're in the lead, Bad Dog.
I know we do. We have a lead. It's nice. Now, for me, now I'm excited. Now I get to see the defense, man. I want to see the defense. I'm ready to see Abdul Carter and what he can do.
Can't wait.
I'm ready.
Can't wait to see Abdul. And Mr. Lilly. Hi, you guys. Hope you had a great offseason. I can't believe how the years have flown by. You both looking more and more like wait, are those the Muppet characters? If I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
The 2 old guys that are always heckling.
Yes.
But Lily, man, thanks so much for being here, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Lily's been here.
Lily, yeah, another guy from overseas.
Oh, he always tells us to turn our cameras off.
Yes, he does. Yeah, faces for radio.
Josh says, was Bo playing? No, it was the starting offensive line minus Andrew Thomas, and they had Hudson in there, who's the swing tackle.
Yep.
I'm sure he will play soon, but he wasn't on the opening drive.
Yep.
Darnell says, what's up, guys? James Hudson got to go. Not a good first drive for James Hudson, that's for sure.
No, that was not a good drive by him at all. Not good. But, Chris, these are things that have really, I mean, I know it's preseason, but these are things that have really hurt the Giants in previous seasons. When we have a good drive going and inevitably you get a couple penalties and it ruins the drive. It's, the equivalent of a, first and second, nobody out, and a double play in baseball. It's a rally killer, these penalties. And it's something they got to clean up. That Daboll will probably have a talking with Hudson, tell him to get his head out of his ass and knock that shit off. And that's what he'll do.
Hopefully. And Darnell, man, thank you so much, man, for the $5 donation. Appreciate it, man. He's been with us forever. Big Mets fan. Oh, MYG forever, man. What's going on, man? Carter time, Trick says. Let's go. We get to see Darth Vader in action, Bad Dog.
I just posted that on Twitter. I said it's time. I'm ready. We're ready for Abdul.
They got Jackson Dart practicing, taking snaps on the sideline. He may be coming in sooner than we thought.
That's probably got his drive, and now we're going to see Jackson Dart. I love Jackson Dart.
Bills will take it from their own 3-yard line, and they get back. That's crazy, Bad Dog. He just returned that to the 35. In the NFL 5 years ago, you would have said that's a great starting field position. In today's NFL, that's a touchback.
Yep.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
They've overdone this rule, Bad Dog. You start more than a third of the field, you start your drive.
I know. It's crazy.
with the kickers nowadays, you get 2 first downs, you're in field goal range.
Yep, they should just start at the 25 like they used to. I don't know why they changed that.
So the Bills have it here at the 35. Shotgun formation here for Trubisky. Giants got that formidable pass rush on the field for the first time. He'll drop back. He throws. There's a flag in the play. It's going to be a false start.
Yeah, they're already shaking in their boots. They're like, oh shit. They're like, oh no, what's going on here? Not this.
And Jada, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. I really appreciate it, buddy. The Chef's Way says FOOTBALLUBET. What's going on, man? Thanks so much for being here, man.
Let's go.
Back him up. Let's go, baby. Was Carter on the field? I was looking for Carter there. Where is he?
I see Thibodeau right now, and I see Burns. I do not see Abdul Carter out there right now.
I don't think Carter's on the field. As Trubisky drives back.
Ooh, is that McFadden? McFadden just blew him the hell up.
That was a hit. Oh, that was a hit. That was a regular season hit, Bad Dog.
That was a decleater, as we call it back in the day. Wow.
Micah McFadden, rather, lays the boom there.
Yeah.
Gable loved it.
I don't blame him. That was a hit.
2nd and 15 here for the Bills. And Trubisky takes the snap. Good pressure there by Brian Burns as he's hit as he throws. Look at the pressure, Bad Dog.
Dude, that was incredible pressure by Brian Burns. Immediately got in Trubisky's face and forced an errant throw.
3rd and 15 as Burns and Nacho, I think it was, got pressure on that play.
Yeah, Nacho drilled Trubisky. Where is Carter?
Oh, no, that's Robert. I don't think that was Nacho. But either way, good pressure.
Wasn't it? I thought it was.
Maybe it was. Either way, good pressure from the Giants. And Trubisky drops back, steps up, throws over the middle.
Again.
And they're going to be short of the sticks as the Giants gang tackle him up at the 40. It'll be 4th and 5. The Bills will have to punt.
Giants got really good pressure up the middle again. And Trubisky had to get that underneath. And that's good defense. Let them complete underneath, make the tackle, get him off the field. Who is this that comes? Who is that right there? That was Carter. Carter came from the inside there.
Oh.
That was Abdul Carter that just came in through there. You got that pressure.
Bills set to punt it away from their own 40. Punts away. And Giants will field this at the 13. They'll make a man miss there to the 17. And their Giants will start the drive at the 18, as that was Smith Marset, number 87.
Whenever the Giants field a punt, we're just happy they don't fumble. We don't even care about the return. Just hold on to the damn ball, man.
I'm excited to see this guy this year, Bad Dog. He was a damn good returner for us last year.
He was. He definitely was.
And Jason, man, thank you so much, man, for becoming a member. I want to make sure I didn't miss any of these. Intern terrorizing says, I know it's preseason, but where's the closed caption?
Yeah. It's there.
Young Promise, man. Thank you so much for being here, man, with the dart. You can't wait to see Jackson Dart take the field.
Yep, we're going to see it now. So Art posted this starting lineup. So Daquan Felton and Zach Pascal were listed as the wide receivers, although we saw Wandale. But it is the starting our starting offensive line outside of James Hudson. I guess the good news is that the penalties were not on any of our starters. I guess.
Yeah.
Should be Andrew Thomas during the season. That was Abdul Carter, though, that got the pressure inside.
So, yeah. It didn't look like he was lined up on the line, but maybe they had him lined. I couldn't see his number like in the middle because I saw Thibodeau and Burns because with the way they're lined up, you could see their numbers. Yeah.
But I didn't see it until the replay. That was Abdul Carter that came through there, and the pressure was pretty crazy.
Samuel says that line is getting. Yeah, they are. Defensive line, and we all know that's the strength of this team.
Yeah.
Defensive line looks really good so far.
Yeah.
And Young and Promise, thank you so much. And I just want to make sure I didn't skip. I think I got everybody. Thank you, guys. Oh, Jada, I wanted to shout him out. Thank you for the 99-cent super chat. Appreciate you for being here.
Truth Bearer says Russ and Bubble Wrap Rusty. I don't think you're going to see Russ. I think he got a series. You'll see Russ probably play a quarter next week, but I think Russ is done for today. I'll be surprised if he comes out
Maybe one more drive, but the fact that it looked like they were warming up Dart on the sideline leads me to believe this is going to be Dart taking over right now.
Yep, Jackson Dart.
CJ, thank you very much. He says, last night I went viral. Vernon Davis at my bar had a person that looked like him and took a photo with him and posted on his Instagram. I'm being shit on. Well, Vernon Davis, when's the last time he hasn't played in? He was an incredible tight end for the 49ers, and he had that big touchdown against us in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever went viral outside of Daniel Jones. That was extremely viral, and he was a virus.
Start into the game for the Giants. He'll start his first drive at the 7th.
Let's see what he's got.
Here's Dart out of the gun, takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. He throws. He hits his man up to the 23, breaks a tackle up to the 26.
Who was that? That was a good effort there.
So
again, you got to get used to the numbers because it was 83. Or was it
Pascal?
Oh. Okay.
2nd and 1. So Dart's first
Good
throw.
Time for a run here.
Yeah. 9-yard completion for Dart on his first throw. Dart takes the snap, and they will run it. Nowhere to go there. They'll lose a yard.
Oh, that was bad up front there. Bills sniffed that one out big time. Singletary had nowhere to go his right.
They knew it was coming.
Yeah, he did.
So to be
Schmidt, oh my God, man. Freaking John Michael Schmitz just got pushed back immediately that.
And he's a guy that you should have your eye on because
he just got wrecked.
He's one of the big question marks for this line this year. Giants will try it again. 3rd and 1. Man in motion, Pascal. Here's Dart. Dart out of the gun, takes the snap, and it looked like they almost fumbled the handoff, but he was able to stay on his feet, and Singletary was able to get the first down.
Yeah, good job by Devin. Just lost his balance, got up, and maybe threw the timing off a little bit. Right here, you see he slipped. But a good job by Bellinger clearing that out for Singletary to get the first down, and the Giants will move the chains again.
So 1st and 10 for the Giants. As
the hell with it, Dart. Play action pass. Just fucking someone's down there somewhere. Just throw it deep.
Giants from their own 29. We'll see if they unleash Dart here. Dart out of the gun. Takes the snap. Drops back. Play action. Looking downfield. He's going to throw. And the Giants will pick up another 7 yards as they continue to work the left side of the field.
Yeah, I don't know who that was.
No.
Like 8th string tight end, maybe? I know this hair covered his name up, so I couldn't see it. Like, when you got 92 guys.
It's Greg Dulcich.
Oh, Dulcich.
He's like our 4th or 5th tight end.
Yeah, when you got like 90 guys in the team, it's hard to get all the numbers correct, especially when you don't get to watch them play all the time.
And man in motion, pistol formation for Dart. He's going to keep it on the RPO. He tucks it down. He throws back to Dulcich, and he'll just get back to line of scrimmage. But he was able to avoid a sack at least. It'll be 3rd and 3.
That was a hell of a job by Jackson Dart. Just to get rid of that football. Just to make that defender and the initial miss and get the ball out in the flat. That was a good job. Again, that's what we talked about. Just want to see the poise. He's an immediate pressure. Singletary, was that Singletary to miss? No, it wasn't Singletary. Who's 25? Is it Turbo?
I think it's Turbo.
Missed the block there. And whoever that is in the Bills paid for that.
The Bills edge rusher actually did a really good job there. He read that well, the fake.
He did.
He didn't follow the running back. He knew that Dart was keeping it. So 3rd and 3. And B-Rock, man, thank you so much, man. He says, hello from Las Vegas. Just stopping by and checking in before DEF CON. Stand up for a new Giant season. Thank you so much for being. Bad luck. I was watching videos on YouTube. Vegas is dead. There is nobody in Vegas. Nobody. Yeah, the tourism is down significantly in Vegas. Like the strip looks completely naked. But B-Rock, thank you so much for being here, man. But yeah, I was depressed to see that.
Wow, that's a good time to go then.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Good time to go.
And
I haven't been to Vegas in 15 years. It was much different back then.
G-Man, thank you so much for the 99-cent donation, man. I appreciate it, man. Dart already looks more composed than Daniel. He did a good job on that play.
He does. Yeah, I agree. Good composure by Dart. Good composure.
It's just good to have football back, isn't it?
It really is. It is good to have football back. But I like what Dart did on that play. Again, he didn't panic. He just made a little quick move, made the defender miss, got the ball out in the flat. I mean, it went for no gain, but it's better than taking a 6-yard loss, So it was pretty good.
And he says, I guess, well, Heist's not playing. I think he's hurt, hurt.
He's
but
not playing today.
Yeah, he's not playing today. But so is Slayton. Slayton's not playing. Neither is Neighbors. So,
Right.
yeah, I think it's more so they're just holding a lot of the starting wide receivers out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Daniel, good to see you, man. What's up, Cesar Munez? And Darnell says, now I can go to Vegas. Yeah, this might be the optimal time to go.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good time to go.
But apparently, from what I heard, was that a big reason why, well, one, foreign tourism is down, not just there, but throughout this country.
Right.
But the other thing is the prices in Vegas are significantly higher than they used to be. They don't have the comped rooms anymore. The food's not as affordable as it used to be. So that's a part of it as well.
Agreed.
Disney's too, from what I know, you go there now every year. The Disney prices have gone way up from what I've heard.
My wife's going again in November. They
Really?
They go like twice a year now. I only go with them, in April usually or whatever. But they go twice. I'm like, I can't go in November. I'm like, this is my busiest time of year. I can't leave work, number one. And then obviously I'm like, you got the Giants, we got the Lakers. I'm like, I got shows to do. Like, I got major commitments. I'm like, I can't go in November. That's like the worst time.
And Jax, thank you so much for being a new member, man. Appreciate it, man. And we got a 33 here for the Giants at their own 36. Here's Dart out of the gun. 3 wide. He's got Turbidor was left. Dart takes the snap, drops back. Dart steps up, throws, and he sailed that one.
That was a little air ball. Not on the same page as Dulcich there.
Don't go on Twitter. They're going to say that the Giants should.
Oh God, I was going to say I'm actually logged into Twitter to tweet right now, but the sky's falling. I'm actually going to type that in. Gotta do it. We got to do it. We got. I love to be on Twitter during the game.
And punts away. 3:07 to go here in the first. Good punt there as the Bills will start at their own 21. Good hang time on the kick.
I always feel like I come up with some of my best tweets during the game.
A little live tweeting. Yeah.
Yeah, we like the live tweeting. But if you don't follow me on Twitter, let's go. We just hit 10K on Twitter. I'm pretty happy about that. It was good.
Oh, nice.
Not at Chris's level yet, but 10K.
I don't even know how many do I have. I have no idea.
Like 25,000, don't you? Aren't you in that?
Good. Yeah.
I don't know either, but you're up there.
Nice. Bobby says, Dart. It's one throw, Bobby. Let's relax.
Wow, there it is. That's what I'm saying. Dart was 3 for 3, doing incompletion, and now he's trash.
And here's Trubisky. He'll start with it at his own 21 for the second drive. Takes the snap, drops back. He's going to hand. And the Giants do a great job of clogging up the middle, something that we have struggled with mightily, Bad Dog, the last couple of years.
Defense looks sick.
Defense looks good.
The defense is crazy. And then remember, the Bills have their starters out there still. So Jackson Hart was going against the number 1 defense there for the Bills.
So 2nd and 10. 2:37 to go here in the first. Trubisky under center. 3 wide. He'll take the snap, play action, drops back, immediate pressure from the Giants. Trubisky's able to get out.
Ooh, here's a good job by Trubisky because he got leveled.
That was a good throw.
It was. He got smoked. There's a flag, probably roughing the passer, hit him too hard, right?
Yeah.
Good, third flag. Yeah. Roughing the passer, hitting him too hard on the defense.
Yep. Not from the passer.
Of course. Can't fucking hit the quarterback. I'm sorry, this is your channel. Can't hit the quarterback. Not allowed. Give them flags. Give them flags.
I'll tell you what, though. He's been 95. I'm still getting used to the numbers, Bad Dog, preseason. But
dude, that is not roughing the passer. Come on. What league are we in here?
Yeah, that's bullshit. That's
Come
bullshit.
on, man.
That's bullshit.
Come on, dude.
Like,
He didn't hit him in the face.
What's the argument there that he drove him into the ground? I mean, what is
It's Robertson Harris? That's who that is. I just saw the hyphenated name, so I'm thinking Nacho, but no, he's had some good pressure. That's a BS.
He's played well so far. He's gotten a lot of pressure. Oh, that could have been bad, Doug. Luckily, the running back stumbled.
Yeah, he slipped. He still got 5.
Yeah, he was still able to get 4 or 5 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6, I think, but could have been a lot worse.
Yep.
Yeah, Robertson Harris has been active, though, for the Giants. He's been getting good pressure.
Yep.
So 2nd and 6, which is good. I mean, that's a big question mark, right? The other defensive tackle spot, opposite Dex.
Drew D in here talking crap as he eats Cheetos out of his belly button and wipes his sweat from underneath his man's boobs in his mother's basement.
What did he say?
He said, "Shut up, crying Giants fans." I said he's down there wiping the sweat underneath his man tits in his mother's basement right now.
Hand off the right side. They get 2. It'll be 3rd and 4. Yeah, good call.
I'm in regular season form when it comes to the trash talk, baby. I'm ready to go.
Kai said everyone's slipping. Good call there. That there's been like 3 or 4 instances where there's been some slippage so far.
Yes, there has been.
3rd and 4 for the Bills here. Probably 4-down territory if they could get a yard or 2 here in preseason. Trubisky out of the gun, takes the snap. Giants come with 4. Trubisky under pressure again. I tell you what, every play.
It is. They're in there, man.
Every play.
Yeah, but Kayvon got really good pressure off the outside. Just this defense looks sick.
And that was Carter off the edge. That was Carter off the edge who brought some pressure that time.
Yeah, and Thibodeau came from the other side and got good pressure. But wow.
Giants are getting pressure. And they didn't blitz there. They only sent 4.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's a good thing. You know, you like the Ghostbuster shirt? We got this. We had these for Disney. They had like a Ghostbuster parade or whatever. We're not Disney. I think we went to Universal. We all had shirts. I'm a parapsychologist. That's what I am. My title is.
Did you see the new Ghostbuster movie?
I did not. No.
Oh, you got to see it, man.
I'm an original, man. I like the originals. I don't like remakes. The Happy Gilmore. Did you see Happy Gilmore 2?
Happy Gilmore sucked.
It sucked, right? Okay. It's terrible.
I saw people giving that good reviews. I don't know what movie they watched. It was awful.
I was like the first half of it.
Yeah, and then you lost me.
The Tom Whitey is terrible. Number one, you can't make you can't do a sequel 30 years after the original.
I actually thought Ghostbusters did it well, but I agree in most instances it doesn't work, and in that one it certainly didn't.
Yep.
Jax said, "Thank you so much for becoming a member, man. Appreciate it. Been a loyal subscriber of both of us for a while." Steve B says, "As an Eagles fan, that D line looks filthy. Giant. If there is one strength of this team this year, it's the D line, Steve."
Larry J responded to me on Twitter. He said, I tweeted out Jackson Dart with his first incompletion, the sky's falling. Larry, how did it's over? Season ruined. Next 10 years are over. I love it. Because that's what they do. You know, it's just, I actually enjoy Twitter because it's so awful. What am I looking at here? Oh, my wife sent me. They have Halloween toys for dogs. My dog's getting groomed right now.
Oh, nice.
Gizmo and Jason. We're gonna go with that.
We so dandy. I have got to make it a point to see that movie because they don't make comedies anymore, and I want to support it because everything I've heard about the new Naked Gun is it's terrific. It's got like a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. So yeah. I'm probably gonna make it a point to see that maybe tomorrow, but. Yeah, everyone's saying it's been great, so I'm going to check that one out for sure. The original Naked Gun, Bad Dog, I rewatched it like 2 weeks ago in anticipation for seeing the new one. It still holds up. It's one of the funniest movies ever made.
Yep.
I completely forgot about some of the scenes. I don't know if you remember the Naked Gun at all, but the scene where they're passing the $20 back and forth, I was dying of laughter. But I got to see that. Let's see. Of course, the Enrico Palazzo scene, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
B-Dog says, the second new Ghostbuster I didn't love. I'm talking about the first one. I like the first remake, but the last one I didn't love it.
It is weird that I get the Bills broadcast. All right, we get to look at Jackson Dart.
Another drive for Jackson Dart.
Oh, God. Twitter will be ablaze if this dude turns it over. I would love him to just throw like an 80-yard touchdown. And
So Bills are going to have to punt here. 4th and 4, start of the second quarter, as they got it right around midfield. Punts away. And the Giants will let this go into the end zone, so they'll get good starting field position.
I had a bad camera angle. I couldn't see where the hell that bounced.
And Sebastian says, it just looks like our receivers are just not getting open or getting separation. Appreciate you for being here. I mean, to be fair, Sebastian, it's not our starting unit outside of Wandell.
Yep.
Neighbors is a different animal. We know that. Darius Slayton's not out there. Hyatt's not out there. So, we don't got the real guys out there right now. So Giants will set up shop here to start. What does it start? Third drive or second drive? Second drive, right?
Jackson Dart's second drive, our third overall.
Yeah. So here's Dart under center. Turbo Miller, I think it is, still remains in the game in the backfield. Dolchich in motion. Takes the snap, play action. Dart looking downfield, little pump fake, and he's going to trickle forward for a yard as he was able to avoid a sack. I guess nobody was open. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, again, we've seen Dart be elusive in the pocket. He actually had good time that time, but that was what they would call he wasn't sacked, but they would call that a coverage sack. He had nowhere to go with the ball or didn't like what he saw, so decided to pull it down and get what he could. 2nd down and 9.
And shotgun formation, takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to hand. Nowhere to go. It'll be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 9, actually. They give the Giants a favorable spot as they get back to the line.
Yeah, I hate seeing the fact that they're just getting stacked up in the middle of that line. Like they get no push up front, and we gotta get a better push this year. We have to be able to run the ball. There's no question about it. You don't want to put so much pressure on our quarterback.
And there's Marcus Bowe, the 5th-round rookie. He's in at right tackle for the Giants as he's being highlighted on my broadcast. Dart out of the gun. Bills show blitz. They drop back in coverage as the Giants set up the screen for Turbo. And one thing he can do is hit the turbo button. That guy is fast. Up to the
I wish he would have went left though, Chris. It looked like he had a convoy of blockers. If he would have just went to the sideline, looked like he could have got a lot more. But I am definitely excited to see Turbo Miller get his hands on the ball in open space because, yes, what we do know is he runs a 4.27 40. You don't get the nickname Turbo by accident. I mean, this guy can absolutely fly, and the Giants are going in a hurry up here.
1st and 10 up to the 39 after the screen pass to Turbo. Dart drops back, little check down out of the backfield. Look at this. Whoa, what a move that was. Up to the face. He's going to take it.
He stepped out of bounds.
All the way to the house to the 25 goes Washington.
Wow, look at Washington. It kind of that play right there reminded me of another guy that used to wear number 80
Mr.
on the Giants. Little bit. Yeah, on that play. Yes.
It looked like Washington was taking some salsa lessons, bad dog.
It did. Who knows? Maybe Victor gave him some lessons, but that was a hell of a move.
They said he stepped out at the 33, but a huge gain there for Washington as the Giants immediately in field goal range. Here's Dart.
Yeah, it wasn't the best vision by Turbo call to come back. Looked like the Bills jumped.
I think this was a design quarterback run for Dart as he gets 5 because it looked like it was a quick pump and then he decided to run real quick.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 5.
Marcus Washington's going to make the team. Side guy, bro, he's at a really good camp. And we don't have a lot of depth at receiver. It's very, very possible. I think we're going to carry 6 receivers because I do think they'll carry 4 backs and 3 quarterbacks.
Dart
he had that ball. He got picked off. Don't go on Twitter. Oh, it's incomplete. Thank God.
The ball was batted.
It was, but it don't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter. That would have been, oh, God. Good job by 55.
So Giants get lucky there to avoid a potential interception. It'll be 3rd and 5 from the 29. Here's Dart. Dart takes the snap, drops back, pressure up the middle. Hit as he throw by Jackson Dart as he drops it in the bucket. Yeah, that was a good throw.
That was a good throw.
That was a good throw by Jackson Dart.
Yeah, let's really piss him off. Oh, let's do this. Let's really get Twitter going. I had to throw the Shador. Do it, Chris.
Stand up! New York Giant fans, Jackson Dart throws a bullseye down the left sideline. What a pass! And the Giants take a 10-0 lead.
I'm such an asshole on Twitter. I make myself laugh. I had to. Somebody said it right in the chat. That's exactly what I tweeted. Shador who?
Snap, hold, kick, good. 10-0 G-Man.
Got to do it.
What a pass!
That was a hell of a pass. Hell of a pass.
And John Birdman, thank you very much. He says, first thing you're gonna had my two childhood sports heroes, not your post sports hero with O.J. Simpson, I hope. Then not now, like you said, and Reggie. Yes, of course, Reggie Jackson was the assassin in the Naked Gun at the end of the movie when they had he was hypnotized or whatever it was with the beeping sound. Larry J, thank you very much, man. Call me a fool.
I haven't seen that obviously, but the trailer is funny when they're like, remember their dad.
Yeah.
And then they get to OJ and he's like, no.
Larry J says, call me a fool, but I already bought a Dart jersey.
Little Jordan Humphrey's the one that got the touchdown, by the way. Somebody asked. It was little Jordan Humphrey.
What a throw, though, Bad Dog.
That was a hell of a throw.
Great throw. And he was getting hit as he threw it.
Yeah, he was.
And John says, yes. Yeah, of course, man. Reggie Jackson with an appearance in that movie for sure. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, man.
I get me excited. But this is what's great about like Twitter and social media in general. So everybody's talking about Stuart Sanders, and he played well. Listen, we I don't know why he's always attached to the Giants. We're not rooting against Shador Sanders. We just don't understand why everybody's like, well, the Giants messed us up. The Giants. I mean, everybody passed on Shador Sanders, but there's no problem with that. So, of course, when Dart throws a touchdown, if we say something like, oh, it's just preseason, that's the way it works, Chris. That's the way it works. Shador was great. Jackson Dart, what a pass. Oh, calm down, Bad Dog. It's preseason. This is the way it works on social media.
I'm not going to get too high or too low. I'm not going to get too high or too low based on preseason, but I'll tell you what, Bad Dog, that was a pretty throw. I'll tell you that right now. That was a pretty throw by Jackson Dart.
But that's why I'm such a troll on Twitter. Yeah. That's why I do it. I don't do that on YouTube. I don't do it on Instagram, but on Twitter, because Twitter is what it's a war zone. You gotta come with the heavy artillery, baby, and I bring it.
And Fabian says, and everyone tell me not to start Dart. Well, I still don't think Dart's going to start. At some point this year, I think he will, but not to start the year. But it was great throw though.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty.
That was great. Pretty. Yeah.
Jackson Dart, 6 of 8. I mean, of course, a lot of that was on that screen pass where the guy broke it for 40 yards, but 6 of 8 for 91 yards and a touchdown, Bad Dog.
Yeah, pretty good.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right, now we get to watch his defense again, man. I don't know who's going to be in there now, but we get to see this. Get to see this defense.
And Weirwood says Darth Vader. I'd like to see Abdul light him. I mean, we'll see if he's still in the game, but I'd like to see him light Trubisky up if possible.
Yeah, it'd be great.
And the Bills will take this back to the 30, down to the 32, and they'll start their drive there.
It is so weird. You mentioned it earlier to get out to the 32 and be like, that'd be a really good return back in the day, but now
you're like disappointed. Why didn't you take? Why didn't you get a touchback? It's crazy.
Right. It's so. I hate the kickoff rules.
Hate it.
Just eliminate it altogether.
Hate it
for real. And then there was that rule, like if you wanted an onside kick, you had to complete like a 4th and 11 or something.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Yeah, I'd rather that. Trubisky takes the snap, play action, drops back. He'll check it down over the middle. Green pastures there for the Bills, all the way up to the 49 of the Giants, and a big gain there to start the drive.
We actually had time. I see Belton out there, but I think a lot of the backups are in there now.
Yeah, they are.
Yep. So there's no starting Giants defensive lineman in there right now.
Deontay
So
Banks.
we got a good look at them for a quarter. They looked super impressive.
I think Banks is the only defensive starter still in the game, which is interesting.
Yep.
So here come the Bills. Offset eye from the 49. Play action. Trubisky rolling out to the right, looking downfield, throws on the runs, got a man. Banks in on the coverage, but he gives up about 10 or 11 yards there.
Yep. Banks is trailing the whole way there. So you like Banks is usually a good cover guy. I just can't find but he got beat inside immediately there.
1st and 10. It's crazy bad, dog. With the new rule, I mean, it wasn't a touchback, but most drives are going to start at the 35. 2 first downs, you're already in field goal range.
You're right.
It's insane.
It is because these guys literally can kick at 65 yards now. So
yeah,
you're going to need, like you said, 20 yards.
Yeah. Offset eye, handoff off the left. Go. Oh, nice stiff arm there. All the way down to the 23 and a first down there for Johnson and the Bills.
I can tell you the Bills players on offense right now are very happy that the Giants backups are in there.
That's for sure. And John, thank you very much, man. Evan Roberts basically said yesterday, Giants fans have no reason to be optimistic this year. F him. Well,
Evan Roberts
hear that. But I mean, he's a Jet fan, so what do they have to be optimistic about?
Evan Roberts sucks. He has sucked since he was with Beningo. I mean, Beningo was always good. Evan Roberts, WFAN in general is absolute trash. And we like that because it helps us out because we're not trash.
There's a handoff. Look, this guy's a good running back, man. He broke like 4 tackles on that play.
Tackles.
Johnson up to the 15, a 9-yard gain there for the Bills. Oh, Banks. People not liking what they're seeing from Banks in the chat, bad dog.
No, and I don't blame him.
Yeah,
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I should have tagged her when I tweeted that. Josiah Anderson. I should have tweeted. I should have added her on that one. She deserved it.
2nd and 2. Bills will hand, and they'll tumble forward for 4 up to the 11. You could clearly see the difference, bad dog, from the first team defense to the second team defense.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a big difference. A big difference.
9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Giants lead 10-0 here in the first preseason game. If you just tuned in, Jackson Dart threw an absolute missile for about 30 yards down the left sideline for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a little Jordan Humphrey. So it's not even like it was Malik Neighbors.
And here's Trubisky. Trubisky throws, and it's caught at the 10 to the 5.
Yeah, you can definitely see when we get to the backups, it is definitely a different look.
Who was that 49 for the Giants? I don't want to make he not playing like he wants to make this team bad, dog. There was very little effort to make a tackle there. And you're a backup player. You would think, you're trying to, I think it was 49. Yeah, 49.
Isn't that Fox? Timon Fox has changed numbers every year. Nope, it's not him. They change numbers all the time, so I don't know.
It's so hard in preseason to know who's who. A lot of
it really is because a lot of these guys won't even be on the team. And again, when you're not there, you don't know all the numbers.
Snap, hold, kick, good, 10-7. And Ian, thank you so much, man. Is Banks scared to tackle? Banks is going to be under a lot of pressure this year because there's no excuses now. Because now you're the CB2, better pass rush. A lot of people question his effort last year. He's going to have to come with it this year, bad dog.
Banks definitely has to step up his game, man. I mean, again, he's in a position battle here with Cordell Flott. So he needs to freaking play better. I mean, he'll lose his starting job for sure.
And Danny Dudd says a quarterback hitting a wide receiver in stride for a touchdown. Missed that. It was a pretty throw. I'm not going to lie, Danny Dudd. That was a pretty throw.
It was good.
And the imp says, has Joey the Genius re-signed Banks? He is not, the imp. He is not. I think this year, at the end of before next year starts, imp, they'll have to come to the decision whether or not they want to extend him on the 5th-year option. And obviously this year will play a major factor in that decision. But no, they have not re-signed him. Nor have they re-signed Evan Neal. Nor do I expect them to.
Right.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen him play today. Evan Neal.
Chris Board, yeah, it was 49. That was poor effort on that play by Chris Board. Nelson, thank you so much for the $1.99 donation. Appreciate it. What comment is this? Bearded Bandit says, is it too early to have lover nuts for Dart baby? What?
Never too early. I don't know what that means, but never too early.
G-Man,
He looked really good on that drive.
he did. It was a great throw. G-Man says, let's go. Been a big fan of you guys since the DJ pick. Fun fact, I'm Mark, and my dad's name Chris, and I believe actually Bad Dog's name is Kevin, but my name is Chris.
It's actually Sal, but I go by Kevin. My middle name.
Sal, I'm sorry. Yeah.
But I go by Kevin. I've gone by Kevin since because it was my dad's name. My grandfather's name was Sal. So okay. I've always honored my dad since I can remember. Just go by Kevin.
But but close. You got half of it right. I'm Chris.
Yes.
But
I've never been called Tony, Joey. I get that a lot. Tony, Joey. Nah, no, either one.
They're showing the Bill obviously the 80s Giants teams and the Bill Parcells sweater on my broadcast. Sweaters were a thing in the 80s, huh? Because obviously Parcells, all the pictures he had the sweater on. Lou Carnesecca, famous for the sweater with the St. John's Red Storm. That used to be in for coaches in the 80s.
That was a fashion statement in the 80s. We don't. The 80s were great. We don't claim the fashion to be, but it was a great decade. I was there for it, and it was fun.
8:30. We'll see what the Giants do on this kick return. And that is perfectly placed. Perfectly played. That if you get a kicker to do that, that's a good strategy. As the Giants had to field it at the 12, and they end up getting pushed out of bounds at the 18.
Help me out. What is that blue line?
What blue line?
They had a blue line on my television. Is it not supposed to hit those hash marks?
I think, and I gotta, because the rule is so fresh, but I think there's a zone where the ball has to fall into. But I gotta catch up on the kickoff rules. They've changed it each of the last 2 years.
Seems like they've changed it each of the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. 1st and 10 here for the Giants as Dart remains in the game. Dart under center. Bills show blitz. Let's see if they bring it. Dart taking his time here. He must have changed the play. He'll take the snap. Giants are going to try to run here on 1st down, and it's Turbo Miller. Turbo bounces off a tackle. Dude, he runs at a different speed, man.
He is quick. Flagging the play, probably holding, as he was able to get outside. But yeah, he does move at a different speed.
So they gained 7, but it's probably going to be negated due to a hold. Marv Levy, man, one of the all-time greats.
Yeah, again, we have different. Wow, Daboll has put the weight back on, so it's going to be a good year for the Giants.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting we're watching different broadcasts.
Yeah, I have the Bills broadcast, which is strange, but our play-by-play is synced up, which is crazy. We're seeing different things between the plays. Like I have Daboll right now.
Yeah, it's the land. They're not showing the landing area on my broadcast, but that's what that line is, bad.
Okay,
but
they showed it on mine, which is
8:20 to go here in the second. Giants will have it back to the 11 after the flag. How does Dart look? Dude, MMA holes. He threw a dart, for lack of a better word. As that bull's batted at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 15. He's had a couple of bad throws, but that you expect that. He had one missed throw to a tight end. He had a batted ball that was nearly picked. But overall, looks good, looks poised. And he threw as good of a throw as you can on his touchdown pass. It was about 30 yards down the left sideline. Got hit as he threw it. Good arc on the ball. Gave his wide receiver a good chance to come down with it. It was a beautiful throw.
He didn't have much of a chance on that pass.
No, again, batted. Yeah. 2nd and 17. Giants will have it here from their own 11. Dart out of the gun. High snap, but he's able to field it. He's going to throw. That's caught by Turbo Miller. Miller's got a lead blocker on the screen, and they get basically the penalty yards back. It'll be 3rd and maybe 11.
Yeah, they got Turbo involved in it, and I like that, man. Get him out in space. Because, again, this guy is just ridiculously fast. It has a totally different gear. We're going to see Jameis Winston in this game?
I think so. I would think. Unless he's just on the team for the pregame warmups. to make
It's just,
everybody laugh.
I just thought about it. It was interesting that they went to Dart second.
Yeah. Dart's the QB too, at least to start the first game. Terran Nelson going to get to that 1 second. Big play here for Dart. 3rd and 12 from his own 16. Takes the snap out of the gun, and they're going to try another screen. He had a little loft on that one, bad dog. As Miller's able to get the first down.
Wow.
That was a pretty nifty throw by Jackson Dart because he had to throw that over the extended arm of the defender. A little good anticipation there by Dart on the screen pass.
It was. And again, Turbo just used that speed, just runs away from the defender. It wasn't even close.
So 1st and 10 for the Giants as they get about 13 up to the 28. Shotgun formation here for Dart.
At least I'm trying to pitch to Turbo.
Play action. Dart. He tries to tuck it down. Run with it. He's going to go to the
slide.
40, slide, bad dog. He's got to slide. There's a flag.
I wonder if that's holding in the secondary.
Looks like they're pointing in the Giants' direction.
That sucks.
He got about 20 yards on that play, though.
He did. No foul.
Oh, it's a 1st down Giants. So a gain of about 20 there. But like you said, we even said this on the Giants show. We want to see him slide.
Yep. Slide.
But good gain there by Dart. 1st and 10. And Terrence says, Banks is a good corner. We got to relax. Good note. D-line looks nasty without Dexy. Carter looks explosive. And why is Turbo not in the starting rotation? I just think our running backs, we got a really good running back core, Terran. I mean, Tracy's really good. I mean, we're all excited to see Scattaboo. Obviously, Singletary's good. So I just think we have a deep running back core. But I would like to see him make this team. He's certainly an explosive player that could give you a couple of big plays throughout the course of a game.
Sparks says Dart greater than Mahomes. I'm not going to go there yet.
Relax.
Listen, man, I just he's joking around, obviously, but
no, I know.
That's a funny thing. Like, people can't take jokes. Like, everybody thinks you tweet something out, you're like being dead ass serious. If people can't figure out my personality yet and the way I do stuff, I don't know what to tell you, man. Most of the shit I do, you should be able to tell when I'm messing around and when I'm being serious. Usually I have a laugh emoji or an LOL, meaning like I'm kidding, because you can't really get context from text. You can't get, what somebody's really thinking from there's no emotion in the text. Yeah. So I always try to add that, but
sometimes I put sarcasm in parentheses so people know.
Right. You gotta spell it out for some people, especially the Cowboys fan base. They struggle. They're a special bunch, those Cowboys fans. They definitely are.
And we got time. Says, any jersey you guys getting this year? For me, it's Lawrence and Winston, only to troll to wear to the Saints game. Okay, well, I wouldn't buy a Winston jersey, but if you want to do it for those purposes, have at it. I think Dexter Lawrence is about as safe of a jersey as you could buy for the Giants. Arguably, no, not arguably. I'm going to say it right now. He's the best interior defensive lineman in the NFL. Still relatively young. He's going to be a long-term piece of this football team. If I was going to buy a jersey, that would be near the top of my list. Dexter Lawrence for sure. So I think that's a great selection. I mean, I'm convinced Abdul Carter is going to be legit. If I end up buying a jersey this year, it's probably going to be him or Malik Neighbors. One of those two. I think I would get either Abdul Carter or Malik Neighbors. But you can't go wrong with Sexy Dex. You can't go wrong with Sexy Dex.
I said, I just always worry the last few jerseys I bought, they didn't end up being Giants. So I'm going to avoid that because I don't want them to leave. I am thinking maybe Scattaboo for me to be kind of fun. Yeah. Cam action. Sure, my kid, I guarantee you, I don't know where they went, they're hanging out at PetSmart or not, but I guarantee you when my kid comes home, he's going to bring the dog down. She's going to be all pretty. She's getting groomed today. Our little bland.
I've never groomed my dogs. I'm just curious, how much does that cost a dog grooming?
$70.
$70? Okay.
Yeah, when you have like a Labradoodle, their hair gets really matted.
You need to, yeah.
Really hair. So we have to do that like every 6 months, every 6 weeks to 8 weeks to keep that from happening.
1st and 10 here for Dart from his own 48. Drops back, throws. And did he catch that? I thought he caught it. It would have been a great catch. Good coverage. Looked like it could have been a pass interference, if I'm being honest. But again, Bad Dog, good throw there by Dart. He gave his wide receiver a chance to come down with the ball on a tightly contested. It was great coverage by Jackson.
I was going to say, this is great all the way around. It's a great throw. It's great coverage. It's a great effort by the wide receiver. They had a hold of each other. That's just a really good football play all the way around. Really good. And I like that Dart took a shot.
2nd and 10. Very similar to the touchdown throw he had.
Yep.
Only they didn't catch it. Here's Dart. Dart takes the snap, drops back, throws. Quick hitter on the slant for about 9. It'll bring up
Jordan Humphrey
8.
again. And there's a little Jordan Humphrey, the touchdown catcher.
Yeah. He's got a little connection with Humphrey. Spark says these wide receivers can't get separation. Well, that's why most of these guys, a lot of them won't make the team. These are your 2nd and 3rd string wide receivers.
Yep.
3rd and 1, 5:40 to go here in the second. Giants approaching field goal range. They have it at the Bills 43. Dart takes the snap, gives to Turbo. Turbos look good. Turbo breaks a tackle, pops it to the outside, lowers the shoulder down to the 34. I'll tell you what, Bad Dog, this guy's going to be a fan favorite if he makes the team.
Wow. I mean, just a quick cut. And when you're not catching him, man, he gets away from you, forget it. You might as well just wave sayonara. I'd like to see him get out of bounds. Don't need to lower the shoulder there on the sideline. I understand you're trying to make the team. You're giving every bit of effort you can. But he has definitely looked good in this second quarter.
Giants have it here from the 35. Dart takes the snap, drops back. Hey, sailed that one. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That one got away from him.
That didn't even hit the board on that dart throw. That was
no.
You didn't even get a number on that one.
Well, it looks like me throwing darts. You know, hit the wall.
2nd and 10. Reminds me of David Wilson, Kingzo says.
You know what? That's a really good comparison because when I went to training camp, I always said David Wilson moved at a different speed. And that is Miller. You can just see he's a different speed than everybody else in that field. Let's hope his career lasts longer.
Here's Dart. Dart's going to turn. He's going to give. And I don't think that was Miller that time. That was somebody else. But he got
Gray.
I think it was Gray. He gets Gray. He's been a disappointment, huh?
I'll tell you what, Chris, if he didn't trip, and again, we've had issues with this field, he had a really good hole to run through, man. That should have been a first down. Like he had space.
That's not Gray, Bad Dog. It's somebody else.
It's not Gray.
Ward. Jonathan Ward.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Gray.
Yeah. 3rd and 7.
Eric Gray's not playing then. I thought Eric Gray was 23 last year.
I think he was 20, but maybe he might have.
Oh, he was 20. You're right.
Here's Dart out of the gun from the 31. Takes the snap, drops back. Dart throws. A little low. It was a tough catch to come down with. Giants are going to have to settle for 3. And again, we're going to get to see Gano attempt a 50-yard field goal.
Yep. J-Bull not happy with something there. Looked like that was catchable.
Yeah, no, definitely. If that's Wando Robinson, I think that's a catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should have been caught. Should have been caught.
It looked like it should have been caught.
It was actually a good throw upon 2nd and 3rd viewing there. That was a good throw by Dart. Snap, hold, kick is good off the goal. Gano is 2 for 2, 1 from 50 and 1 from 53. So that's a good sign if you're a Giant fan.
Yes.
And I got to update the scoreboard. What is it? 13-7.
13-3. 13-7. Sorry. 13-7. 13-7. 13-7.
Won't go up the bar, Larry J says.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gray's hurt, Brian. Yeah. We forgot, obviously, but yeah, he's hurt.
Gray's not going to make this team anyway. I'll be shocked if he does.
No, yeah, I had high hopes for Gray when we drafted him, but he hasn't done much.
So did I, brother.
I thought he was going to take potentially take the starter's job and run with it last year, and obviously Tracy did.
Yep. I did too.
I'm so excited to see Tyrone Tracy this year.
I'll tell you what, man. Turbo is giving me I like those vibes.
Turbo's good. We got to have a good backfield. We're going to have a good backfield.
I agree. I do worry about the backup defense now. We look at it. Look at that. Of course, they won't all be off the field at the same time.
Yeah.
But the front, I mean, the starting defense, I mean, good. And that was without Dex. I mean, good God, bro.
The starting defense looks great.
That was pretty incredible.
Paul O'Connor says, get me up to date, guys. Just missed the start of the game. Well, Paul, the starting defense, and I don't know how much of the first team Bills offense was out there. So it's preseason, so it's very hard to judge. But the starting defense, the pass rush specifically, looked really good. They got consistent pressure on the first 2 drives against Buffalo. Russ orchestrated a field goal drive.
Yeah, it was hampered by penalties.
Yeah,
The 2 penalties that set us back there.
Turbo's look good. He's had a couple of explosive plays, and Jackson Dart has made a couple of good throws, including one really good throw that I'm sure will be on the highlight reel for about 30 yards down the left sideline for a touchdown. So more good than bad from Dart. That's encouraging. Our swing tackle looked really bad. I'll say that, which is not, that's not a good sign. I think he had like 3 full start penalties, or maybe 2 on the opening drive.
Yeah.
But
and Gano's made 2 long field goals.
Yes.
So 250 plus.
Yeah. And Jay Robertson, and the Bills take it out to the 29. He says, first time here. Well, thank you for tuning in. And make sure to check out Bad Dog Sports. We alternate channels during every Giants game. Thank you and we will welcome you with open arms. He says, Ole Miss fan, trying to become a Giants fan if y'all will have me. Of course. We'll have me. Dude, Ole Miss, are you kidding me? Not only is it Jackson Dart, it's Eli Manning.
Eli Manning
already, my man.
And not only is it Eli Manning and Jackson Dart, it's Evan Ingram. I couldn't help it, but of course you're welcome today. Let's go, baby. The more the merrier.
Let's go. 13-7, Giants lead by 6.
Jay is buying low and selling high because it doesn't get any lower than we've been the last couple of years. So welcome aboard, my friend.
Yeah, B-Dog, Dart's still in the game. Well, I don't know if he's going to be on the next drive, but yeah, he was still in on that drive. 4:01 to go here in the second. The Bills will take over. Might be the last drive of the first half. He'll take the snap. Trubisky drops back, looks right, throws right, hits a man on the slant up to the 25. Quick first down there for Buffalo.
A good throw by Trubisky. Yeah, I've said this before. If you look at Trubisky, maybe it's just me. He looks like Tony Romo. I'm not saying like he plays like Romo, but like facially in his helmet, he looks like Tony Romo.
Yeah, I could see that.
He looks like Romo.
I could see that.
Irish Noah Scadaboo's got a hamstring problem, so he's not playing today.
And here's Trubisky from under center. He's going to turn. He's going to give, and the Giants do a good job there, bottling up the run. Nowhere to go. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they moved away too fast. I couldn't see who made that play, but that was a hell of a job by the nose tackle. We'd like to see that.
That was the biggest weakness of this defense last year. So good to see Giants playing relatively well against the run so far in their first preseason game. 2nd and 10. Ray, good to see you, man. Going to get to that in 1 second, buddy. Another loyal sub, always in here.
Yep.
Hope you've been doing well. Shotgun formation for Trubisky. He's going to drop back. Giants get some pressure. Trubisky able to get it off. He's got him. He dropped it and might have got a hand in there.
The way he's reacting, I'm guessing he did. That's the only thing I can think of. I hope you're not reacting because he dropped it. He did. Swiped it out of there.
Yeah, he was
good recovery.
He was able to punch the ball out. So good play there. 3rd and 10. And that was Lane on the coverage.
Yeah. Answer some of these questions here. Tracy did play the first drive, guys.
He only played, he only played like a couple of plays, though. They took him out.
Carter, yes, Big Blue. Carter played in the first quarter. The defense looked amazing. Astros are winning. That doesn't surprise me.
Trubisky throws. Did he catch that? Holy shit.
Banks did not get his head around again. He's got such perfect coverage. He just doesn't see the damn ball. He's out of bounds. There's no way he has control of that. Dude, that's incomplete. He didn't have control of that.
That's incomplete. The second foot's not in. That was great coverage, like you said, Ben. I mean, you would like to see him turn his head, but that's great
Yeah.
coverage.
Yeah. Oh, they called it incomplete. But yeah, Banks is like such tight coverage. He's got to learn to find the ball, man.
Yeah.
Great coverage by Deontay Banks. Find the ball. These receivers are too good.
And Ray, man, thank you so much, man. How many games do we give Wilson before we put in Dart? Where's Carter? And Bando, happy 50th. Carter did play. Oh, were you answering his questions?
No, not his. I was just answering other questions.
Oh, okay. Carter did play the first couple of drives. I don't know if he was in on every snap, but he certainly played. As far as the Dart Wilson thing goes, I think it's more so going to be predicated on the team's performance. I think if the team's doing really poorly, I think you see Dart sooner than many are anticipating. If the team's kind of hovering around 500 and staying in playoff contention, they probably hold off Dart until such time they feel like they're out of the race and they take their time with them. So if the Giants start 0-5, 0-6, you probably see Dart a lot quicker than many think going into the year. So I think it's going to be based off team performance more than anything else.
Oh, Dart's coming out. We're going to get a little 2-minute drill from Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart, Chris. I love Jackson Dart.
Let's go.
Evil Knievel.
And Killen, thank you so much for the $2 donation. I appreciate it. This is probably Dart's last drive, you would think. Winston probably takes over to start the second half.
Yep.
But we saw a lot of Dart. I mean, we only got one drive from Wilson. The rest of it, we basically got a full half from Jackson Dart,
who is 9 for 15 for 117 yards and a touchdown. He also has 24 yards on the ground.
Jackson Dart under center from his own 36, and get to see him in a 2-minute drill, something that the other Ole Miss quarterback we were just talking about was infamous for, Eli Manning. We'll see if Jackson Dart could bring that to the table for the Giants.
Yep.
Hard pressed to find many quarterbacks better in the 2-minute drill than Eli did, though. He was money in the 2-minute drill.
Start with a false start.
That was the rookie Fedoni, the tight end, so not good there for him.
Yep.
So Giants will have it here from their own 31. It'll be 1st and 15. Here's Dart. He's going to turn. He's going to hand. And good penetration there by the Bills. Nowhere to go. It'll bring up 2nd and 15. Giants getting their lead.
I was going to say, it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning, I'm sure, at this point.
Yeah, for sure. Giants still have all three timeouts, so plenty of time.
Yep.
And Killen says, do you guys think a movie should be made about the Giants 07 season? I'd love that. I mean, I would love it. As a Giants fan, of course. I don't know if it would have a national appeal. I think it should. Personally, I don't know how much of a national appeal it would have. You know, obviously, like the USA hockey team, for example, that's national appeal. The Giants are more so the New York, New Jersey area. So I would love it. I would love to see it, but probably not. If I had to guess, I doubt they make it. Obviously, you see all the documentaries of it, but I don't think you'll see like a in theaters movie for that Giants team. Probably not.
One Giant Victory would be the name of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would pay good money to see it in theaters.
Yeah, of course. We got a couple of Eli commercials.
I don't got those. I got another Giants commercial, but not Eli.
Yeah, I got that.
I
got Eli too.
Ray says, I hope you guys have seen Big. No, I have not actually, Ray. I have not.
What was it?
I hope you guys have seen Big Fan with Patton Oswalt.
Isn't that the one where he's an Eagles fan, or is it when he's a Giant? I forgot what that is. I think I saw that a while back. I don't really remember it very well, but definitely.
I saw somebody in the chat say, I got to change your good call. Thank you for letting me know. I got to change the quarter. Might as well change it to the 3rd quarter, but I'll probably forget at halftime, but I'll keep it at 2 for now. Michael Rappaport is the Eagles fan. Oh, it's a movie where Rappaport's.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is.
No, I haven't seen it. No. Let's see. I have an NFL owned by Disney commercial. Oh, you mean on your TV?
Yeah, right now I have a local law office commercial for me.
I just got the Eli commercial on mine now, the Hackensack commercial.
I'd have car commercial from Eli.
Eli does so many commercials, you can't keep up.
I know. It's crazy.
The Imp says Deontay stanks. Another triumph. That's not a great looking pick. I'm not gonna lie. Not a great looking pick right now.
Deontay stinks.
Jordan says like Invincible with Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, that's a movie more so based on obviously the individual more so than the team itself. But yeah, maybe they do make a giant movie. You know, who knows? That was what Vince Papaya was it? I don't remember his last name.
Something Papali, I think.
Papali, Vince Papali, yeah.
Papaya. Chris is going to Hawaii with some papaya.
That was a pretty good movie. I mean, I threw up that it was about the Eagles. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, there's a lot of movies where the Eagles are involved. You have Silver Linings Playbook. It's not centered around the Eagles, but the Eagles are a big part of that movie. There's a decent amount. You have Always Sunny in Philadelphia, one of my favorite shows of all time. Eagles are obviously involved a lot in that show. There's a lot of stuff about the Eagles. It kind of makes me throw up.
Yeah, me too. Seeing them in the Super Bowl makes me throw up a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yes, they did do a Kurt Warner movie, Kill. And again, that's more based around the individual than the team, obviously. But yes, and that's a very interesting storyline. He went from working at a grocery store to being an NFL MVP.
Yep.
Shotgun formation here for Jackson Dart from his own 31. Takes the snap, play action, drops back, steps up, throws. That is a dart by Jackson all the way up to the 47 and a Giants first down. Pick up of 17. He's got a little chemistry there with Washington, Bad Dog.
He does, man. That was a dart. I mean, an absolute bullet thrown by Jackson over the middle. Giants near the near midfield now, about the 49.
Yep, they'll have it at the 48, 1st and 10. Plenty of time still, all 3 timeouts, minute and a half to go. Dart has time. Dart throws. He's got a man. Caught down to the 38. Another first down. Plenty of time. Take your time, guys. Again, Washington on the left side. Dart's looking good in the 2-minute drill, Bad Dog.
He is so far.
Here's Dart from the 38, minute 14 to go. Dart takes the snap, drops back, looking right, thinks twice, checks it down to the 35, to the 33. And that'll bring up 2nd and 5 with a minute to go. Maybe you'd use your first time out here. Not yet. Giants are still going to let it tick.
Yeah, and no hurry here. You got all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, you still got time.
I'd love a screen, but I don't see. Oh, Miller is out there. I'd love a screen to him right now.
44 seconds to go. And they get the snap away. They're going to run it. Interesting. And they'll use that first timeout now for sure. And that'll bring up 3rd and we'll call it 5 as they lose.
Yeah, that's an interesting. Sorry, Chris. That's an interesting play call there. Less than a minute to go.
Maybe try. I guess they figure they might be able to catch him off guard. They got all 3 timeouts, but obviously didn't work there.
Yep.
Let's see. You think today's quarterbacks could contend with old school football defenses before the Super Bowl was even a thing? Could today's defenses handle old school quarterbacks? I mean, it's just different eras, man. I always hate to compare eras. It's just like the NBA, for example. It's completely different. 90s styles basketball to today. It's apples and oranges.
Definitely is. Definitely is.
And the athletes would be different too with the modern technology, right? A lot of these guys that maybe weren't in the same shape as some of these modern day athletes, they would be in today, so it's just different eras.
Yep.
3rd and 5. Giants have it here at the 33. Probably 4-down territory. Dart will take the snap. Bills come with a blitz. Dart steps up, throws, and it was batted away. Ooh,
he had. I don't know who that was, but he had someone right in the middle of the field. That's got to be caught, though.
You got to catch it. Dart's had a couple of drop balls here.
Yeah, that's right in his chest. It is a little late, but that's a catchable ball.
And they're going to have to settle for Gano's going to get tested again. Another 50-yard attempt here.
The 83 was open there, but Washington's got to catch that. I mean, it was a little late, no question about it, but they hit him right in the hands.
51-yard attempt for Gano. Snap, hold, kick. This one's dead center. 3 for 3 for Dart, all from beyond 50 yards. So that's a great sign for the Giants, being that he's been kind of dinged up for the Giants the last couple of years. So good to see that.
Yes. Huge.
16-7. Giants take a 2-possession lead.
Gotta give Graham Gano some love there on Twitter.
And Ray says, did we see any? No, Hyatt was out at the start. They didn't go into specifics, Ray, but it seems like the entire starting wide receiving core outside of Wan'Dale Robinson, they were probably being cautious with because none of them played. But, yeah, Hyatt did not play.
Yep.
Wyatt says 16 points in the first half. Holy shit.
I know, right? It's usually we have for a game.
Holy shit. What am I watching there, though?
I don't know. But it's nice to see Gano back.
Yeah. Yeah, he's important. He's important. Very important. That'll probably take us to the half. But who knows? Preseason, you may want to get some plays in if you're Buffalo.
Yep. Yeah, 29 seconds. I don't know why. I mean, Chris, you mentioned it. If it's a touchback.
You're right. Now that they start at the 35. The Bills will take this out to the 30. And they'll be tackled down at the 29, actually. 22 seconds to go. 3 timeouts.
But still, you get the ball. You really only got to get 25 yards here, and you're in field goal range.
Yeah, and with today's kickers.
And the Bills have 3 timeouts. So, yeah, why not?
Take 2 shots, see if you get in field goal range.
Yep.
Yankees, yeah, Bad Dog mentioned that today on Twitter. I couldn't believe when you said Alfonso Soriano was playing during Old Timers Day. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, he made his debut when I was like, I don't know, I want to say like freshman in high school. And when you told me he's playing in Old Timers Day, I'm like, oh, my God.
Well, like I said, man, I know I'm old when I'm the same age as those guys.
Trubisky with a check down there on the screen up to the 36, and the Bills will use their first timeout as they pick up about 8. Yeah, when did he make his debut? Right around 2001.
2000 was his debut.
Yeah. So I was a freshman in high school. Yeah,
2000.
I remember the story with him. He was famous. He had the strong wrists, and he would always chop trees in the off season, right? Because he had the very the strongest wrist speed in baseball.
Yeah, he was very wide. He was one of my favorites. I loved Soriano. He was powerful. He had speed. He was extremely wiry. He only weighed like 175 pounds, but man, the guy had a ton of power because of those quick wrists. As long as he wasn't facing Pedro, and of course Pedro owned a lot of guys, but like Pedro made him look foolish on that slider load away. He couldn't lay off of that. But Sori was great for us.
2nd and 3. Trubisky drops back under pressure. He heaves it up. Oh, my God. The Giants are going to give up. Oh, not quite a touchdown. Down to the 6-yard line. 4 seconds to go, and the Bills will use their second timeout.
Who was that got cooked?
Dable is not going to be happy in the locker room at halftime.
No.
That's Dave Belt. No.
That's not Belton. It's 39.
On my screen.
Yeah, Belton. It's not Belton.
No, they started with him on the camera that I had, and then they transitioned to the outside.
That was terrible. Can't let that happen. Yeah, Dable won't be happy with that. I'm sure in the third quarter, I'm pretty sure we're done seeing Jackson Dart. I'm pretty sure he's done for the day. He had a really good debut. I'm sure we're going to see Jameis in the third quarter, probably Tommy D in the fourth.
Yeah, that's what maybe you might even see Jameis for the whole second half. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tommy,
take 3. I thought preseason you go for the touchdown, but they'll take the 3.
Yeah, well, their kicker's got to get some work too, probably.
Yeah, I get it. So it should be 16-10 as the Giants give up 3 unnecessary points to close out the half.
Yeah, right. Yeah, again, guys, you were just tuning in today. Jackson Dart, 12 for 19, 154, a touchdown, and 24 yards on the ground. I think the Giants took a timeout there.
New Mexico versus Michigan. College football, man. August 30th. Wow. It's almost here.
Looking forward to it.
First week always sucks, though. I mean, I always watch it, but you don't really get the great matchups until week 2 and 3.
It's week 0, so yeah, it doesn't. It's powerhouses versus Division 3 schools or Division 2, but it is something to watch.
Exactly.
Where is that the first week?
24-yard attempt, and it is he nearly missed that, at least from my camera angle, but it is good. 16-10 as we're going to go to the half. 2 seconds to go. We'll see if the Giants could return a touchdown, but if not, it'll be 16-10 at the half.
23rd. Oh, it starts August 23rd.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's week 0. The opening day is the 30th. What's the good games? Wow, Texas, Ohio State.
That's a monster.
That's on Fox at noon. That's one.
Texas, I haven't looked at the preseason rankings, but I think I read an article. I think they're number 1, right? Texas? Or am I mistaken on that?
Doesn't show here what they are.
I can't wait to see Arch play.
Wow, I can't wait for that game. Texas, Ohio State.
That's a monster.
That is a freaking good one. Friday night, nothing there really. Yeah, nothing. Thursday, nothing big. Wisconsin, Cincinnati, like they're the best. Minnesota, Oklahoma State, Missouri, like those are the big colleges playing on 28th, 29th. Baylor, Auburn. Colorado plays Georgia Tech. Colorado's obviously not as exciting without Shedeur now.
No, not nearly. And Hunter, too.
Yeah, no Travis Hunter. Not even a Shiloh. But you still got Dion.
Yeah, Dion's always a storyline.
Georgia, Marshall, that'll be a blowout.
Bill set to kick it away, and we'll see. There's a flag. Somebody, it must have been like I still got to catch up with these. Oh, we might get a return here. No, they'll be tackled down at the 40. I still got to catch up with these new kickoff rules and what's what.
I know. They're crazy. Who else we got here? Texas, Ohio State. What a way to start.
Yeah, that's big time. Vinny says, Chris, the Mets last night made me the Mets have been making me really mad for the last 2 weeks. So we just got to hope that they get everything together. I thought they had a great trade deadline, but so far it hasn't formulated into much. They really improved the bullpen. They added a nice center field piece, you figured, but hasn't translated yet for the Mets in the win department. So they got to get it together.
Preach. I thought we did well the trade deadline, getting all kinds of bullpen arms, and we've won 1 game since the trade deadline.
Yeah.
1-6 since the trade deadline. Now they're winning today, or they were tied at 1. They had the bases loaded. I have to imagine they pulled ahead. The only good thing that came out of the Yankees playing like shit is I decided to do post-game videos back-to-back nights because they were so bad and people really liked them. They're like, do more of these. And that's when Alex Rodriguez DM'd me and said, I really like your post-game videos. And I was like, well, now I have to do them.
Yeah. Oh, if they were telling you to do them, you got to do them.
Yeah, I think that but a lot of people like them. They're very popular, so that's cool. But I wish they could win some damn games. Yeah, they suck. It's just Aaron Boone, dude. I mean, Devin Williams has been the worst. The Yankees got rid of their facial hair policy because of Devin Williams, and this guy just sucks. And he's terrible. He's giving up 10 runs.
I didn't even know that. They got rid of their facial
they
hair.
have beards. They can have beards now. They haven't had beards.
They did it because of Devin Williams?
Yes. And this guy can't get anybody out. And Aaron Boone brings him into the 10th inning. And a 2-2. Why are you bringing him in extra innings with the guy inside? I don't understand. That's really
I'm for the facial. I'm a Mets fan. I think that's a stupid rule by the Yankees, but it's just funny to me that they would change the rule for Devin Williams. Like I know he's a great closer, was a great closer, but Johnny Damon would be the guy that you would have thought they would have broke the rule for, if anybody, with the caveman beard. But wow, I didn't even know the Yankees did that.
Yep, Johnny Damon was there at Old Timers Day today. Of course, he's a world champion with us.
Yeah. Borderline Hall of Famer. I think he's got over 2,700 career hits. Damon? A guy that just missed the Hall of Fame, Damon. Just missed it.
Yeah, he's borderline.
Yeah.
I guarantee my kid brings his dog down here. I'd be shocked if he doesn't.
Yeah. And Sean says, don't want to get too optimistic, but I liked it. I mean, it's preseason. I know I remember a couple of years ago, Bad Dog Giants fans in the chat we all get excited, right? It's a start of a new year, but we were like, I think we were undefeated a couple of years ago in the preseason, and then the team won like 4 games. So preseason means nothing, but it's good to see football again. It's good. It's exciting to see Jackson Dart, and you could take some positives from it. The defensive line looks very good, but again, you're not going up against Josh Allen. It's a different animal come regular season.
Your microphone.
Let's see. DJ also had a good rookie preseason. DJ had a pretty good rookie season in general for a rookie, Duran. And I've noticed, Bad Dog, I don't know if this is new because obviously I haven't been doing a ton of streams on YouTube recently. A lot of these stream bots, man, in the chat now. They got CBS chat, stream bot. There's like 4 different stream bots in here. I think you're on mute, Bad, or maybe you're talking a little, Bad Dog. I can't hear you. I don't know if you're on mute. I'm just letting you know. Nick the Wick says Jackson Dart is the future. He better be. We spent the first round pick on him, but yes, he looked good, encouraging for sure. And Skeptic says, yo, I was just telling my boy, everyone used to not care when we were younger about preseason. Now that we are older, we wait so long for the G-Men and foosball. We really appreciate it. Skeptic, for me, every year, I get really okay. I wasn't sure if you were on mute or not. Okay.
No, I was talking to
I figured.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure. Skeptic, for me, the preseason is the same for me every year. I get really excited for the first preseason game. Then I watch it, and then I'm like, okay, now I need to wait till the regular season because it's just not the same. It's different football. It's nice to have football back, and I'll definitely obviously stream the next 2 games, but it's a different animal come regular season, man. Regular season football, this is kind of like, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's preseason. But the first preseason game, I always get really excited to watch football, just, to be back in the fold. Second and third are kind of like, you're just waiting for the regular season to start, and you just want your guys to stay healthy.
That's it.
Yeah.
You want to see them play good, but like Chris said, it's really about staying healthy and getting to the regular season. Yeah, Yankees are actually winning 2-0, or 2-1 rather. Doesn't matter. I mean, we still have our bullpen in there. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them.
Big Boo Boy said, good to see you, man. He says, glad to be back again, gentlemen. Go Giants. Thanks so much for being here, man. Joe says, Danny Dime looked horrible for the Colts. Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the game, but I know the stat line wasn't great. He was under 50%.
He looked like Daniel Jones.
He looked like, from what the box score said, it looked like a typical Daniel Jones game. 50% completion, not a whole lot of points. Farrow says, will 25 take 26 job? 26 looks a little slower. So you're saying, will Turbo Miller take Singletary's job? I mean, I suppose that's not out of the question. I'm leaning no, at least to start the year. I think Singletary will be the backup if Scadaboo is not 100%, and then they'll probably start to slowly integrate Scadaboo into being the primary backup. But I could see it happening throughout the course of the year. Like if you would ask me before the start of last year, was Tyrone Tracy going to be the RB1? I would have said no, at least not till maybe more towards the end of the year, if it happened at all. And it happened a lot quicker than I thought it would. So things could change throughout the course of the year. But to start the year, no, I don't think Turbo Miller will supplant Singletary on the depth chart. I'd be surprised.
No, I can't believe it didn't bring the. He was just asking. I gotta do that really quick. I should do that. Let me see something. I gotta make dinner reservations.
Where are you eating?
Delmonico's. That's where we go. It's my mom's favorite. My mom freaking. We had a birthday for her like a month ago. She turned 70, so we both have. Milestone birthdays, and our birthdays are very close to one another. And my mom's getting older, so she's had like back pain and this and that. And she says to me that day, she's like, oh, for the first time I feel really good, like no pain. And don't you know, she's walking down, it's like a cobblestone like walkway, and she twists her ankle and she broke her ankle. So she was in a cast for like 4 weeks, and then she just I asked her how it's doing. She's in a walking boot. She's like, it's not really healing, and they don't know if she's gonna need surgery or not. So I'm like, we'll take you out, take my mom out to dinner. She's like, well, I can't drive. I'm like, well, come get you. I mean, that's not a problem. So, and then take my mother-in-law too. So you gotta take care of your mom. You know how it is. I gotta do that real quick.
You're gonna go with the veal parm?
Yeah, like I said, we usually go with the veal parm. My wife gets a filet. We usually, actually, my wife's on watching what she eats now, so she's like she's not as strict as me, but she's pretty close. So she's not going to eat the veal. So I probably will get the veal because they have incredible veal and I can't get it anywhere else. My kid is a big filet mignon guy now. Just loves filet. Oh God, yeah. My mom's like, I can't wait to see more.
He's got expensive taste.
Yeah, he does. He is all about filet mignon. From like my birthday, we went to Ruth's Chris, and same thing. He was like, I want the filet mignon. And Ruth's Chris had this sweet potato casserole with like pecan crust. Oh my God, it was amazing. Guy actually told me people order that thing for dessert and put some whipped cream on it. I was like, I can see why.
That makes sense. Pecan. Yeah.
Let me do that really quick before we get back to the game.
Yeah, I'll talk to the chat. Big Mush says we should draft the whole Tracy family. Vinny says, well, bad dog, the Yankees had the bases loaded and no outs, and they only get 2. Oh, you're talking about today's game? Marjorie says Kafka is calling plays on the sideline this year. Previously worked from the booth. I knew he was calling the plays. I did not know that, so that's a change. I remember that was a big storyline when Kafka started calling the plays, that it was in the booth because the previous play caller was on the field, so people thought that could make a difference, but I guess now they're changing it up. Kefla says, how do you guys see our games going? I feel like we could definitely win the first 2 games where everybody's counting us out. I even feel like we could beat the Chiefs, and then we may lose to the Chargers. I mean, the NFL is impossible to predict, but there's no way I'm predicting us to start 3-0. I hope you're right. Or, well, you didn't say they're going to when you said that they can win. I mean, I definitely think we could win the first 2 games. Like, I think we have a chance in both of those games. I'd be very happy with a split, though, if I'm being honest. They're both on the road, divisional opponents. We haven't beaten the Cowboys in Dallas, I think, since like 1902. And the Commanders, obviously, coming off a big year. They made the NFC Championship game last year. I don't necessarily think they're as good as, what we saw last year. I don't necessarily think they're one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the NFC. I can see them taking a little bit of a step back. So I think both those games are games we could potentially win. But I'll be happy with a 1-1 start out of those 2. And the Chiefs game, I mean, I'm not picking us. The Chiefs are one of the top 3 teams in the sport. But they, at least in recent history, they seem to be a team that doesn't blow teams out. The games are relatively close. So you never know. Keep the game close. Maybe we could pick them off at the end. But I'll be happy with a 1-1 start going into that Chiefs game. And the Chargers game, actually, you mentioned that you think we'll lose that game. I think we have a chance to win that game because now Rashawn Slater's out for the year. Our biggest strength is the pass rush. I think we have a chance to win that game, actually, the Charger game.
Why not?
Yeah.
I told you, we have some winnable games on the schedule. We really do. We got to play better football. We can't have penalties like we did that first drive. Those type of things kill drives. But, I mean, the defense looked incredible. Russ looked decent. Theo Johnson had a few catches. Turbo looks great. I would like to see us run the ball up the middle better. But, when we saw them in the first unit, they moved the ball. And again, this is without any starting wide receivers outside of Wandale. Wandale had a nice comeback for the longest completion Russ had. So, I don't know.
1 week at a time. 1 week at a time.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Left tackle will be Andrew Thomas, Joshua. They're just making sure he's good to go week 1, but that's clearly the plan. He's going to start week 1. Wyatt says sign Turbo ASAP. I'd like to see him make the team. I'd like to see him make the team as the 4th running back. Matt says, what do we think about Dart? Was Slayton playing? No, Slayton didn't play. None of the starting receivers played outside of Wandale. And Dart looked good, man. I mean, he threw a couple of really good balls. The best one being the touchdown, but he looked really good. Thomas says, Bad Dog Atana, do you think Abdul Carter breaks the rookie sack record? When you say rookie sack record, you mean the Giants, because there's 2 different things. You have the NFL rookie sack record, which I think was set by Micah Parsons with 13. And then you have the Giants rookie sack record, which is nowhere near that. I don't know what the number is. What's the number? I know LT, they didn't count it. It wasn't official his rookie year, right?
Yeah. LT only had, I think he had 9.5 his rookie year anyway.
Is that the record? I think that is the record.
Micah's got 13.
No, I'm saying as a Giant. I think that would be, because I remember BJ Hill. I remember BJ Hill a couple of years ago, matched the official record. I think it was when he had 5.5 or 6 in his rookie year.
Yeah, because that was Strahan, I think, had that. So yeah, 9.5's got to be the the record.
So if you count the LT, I think it's very much a play. You could get 10 sacks. And I'm not going to predict 13 because that's such a huge number. Like that, if you pass 13, you might be leading the league in sacks or among one of the 2 or 3. So that's a big number. But do I think it's possible?
You guys are saying 8.5 for Azeez Ojulari was the record.
Oh, that's right, Azeez. That's right. I forgot about that. I think he's got a very good chance to break the rookie Giant sack record. The NFL record, that's a huge number, but he's certainly capable of it, especially with this defense, with all the help he has around him on that defensive line. You figure he's going to get opportunities. They got to double team Dexter Lawrence. So I think it's in play, but I'm not going to predict it. I do think he's got a very good chance to break the Giants rookie sack record.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all the Jameis jerseys, bad. Look, that's wild to me.
They love Jameis. He's getting ready to come in. He's getting ready to come in.
Elijah says, glad to see you back, Tana, and glad to be back. Good to see you, Elijah. What is Dart's ceiling? I mean, it's too early to tell. I haven't even seen him play an NFL game yet, but I don't think he has the ceiling of like a Josh Allen, for example, but you could say that about 99% of quarterbacks. So he doesn't have that level of a ceiling, but I think he could. Do I think it's possible he could become a top 10 quarterback in the NFL? Sure. Absolutely. Which if we get that, I'll be thrilled. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to think what's an appropriate ceiling for Jackson Dart if I'm comparing him to another quarterback. I don't know, bad look.
Tua?
No, I think he could be better than Tua. I mean, Tua has injury problems.
Tua don't really run, but
I'll say C.J. Stroud as like a ceiling. And I know C.J. Stroud had a down year last year, but I'm still a big fan of C.J. Stroud.
Thomas is Jordan Love. I can see Jordan Love.
Yeah, I could see Jordan Love. I'm a big fan of Jordan Love also. So if he reaches those levels, I'll be thrilled.
Berdoni's injured. Then he's not playing today. From what I understand, I think he was dealing with an injury.
Burrow, Sparks said. I mean, if you ever hit Burrow, we're set. We're set if yeah.
We're winning a Super Bowl if he reaches that level. Oh, Berdoni is playing. Side Guy Bryce said, okay.
Yeah, he was in earlier. I think he had a penalty, if I'm not mistaken.
I missed it.
Lou, good to see you, man. Hey, Chris, glad to see you. Bad dog. Hope the Giants are good because your Yankees stress you. I like what I see. Forget good or bad. They look competent. Yeah, it's preseason, but yeah, so far you can't really complain if you're a Giant fan. The defense looked really good, the first team defense, and Jackson Dart looks like he knows what he's doing so far. As the Bills get tripped up and tackled down at the 20, they'll start the drive there. So good kick coverage there by the Giants. Which is crazy to say. With the old rules, you would have been, it's 20 is about where you want to start.
Yeah, exactly. You got past the 20, it was a good return.
Yeah, the new rules, this is great.
Mike White
now you got to get 3 first downs instead of 2 to get a field goal.
Right. Right.
14:55 to go as we start the third quarter. Quarterback change for the Bills. Giants showed blitz. They come with 8 as the Bills are able to get nearly 3. It'll bring up second and about 7. Tyler says, if we go 2-5, do you guys think we start Dart? It depends. It depends on the context of the 2-5. I don't think the plan, and I've said this several times probably on our other channel, but I don't think the plan for the Giants is to start Dart until late into the year because I think it's in the best interest of both Shane and Dable if he doesn't see the field till late in the year. Because if you show your cards too early and Dart's not playing well, you probably don't get to keep your job. So Bills drop back. Throw nearly picked off. He's got to come up with that, bad dog. It's right in his hands.
That should have been 6.
3rd and 8.
Not get thrown by White at all. Threw it right to him. Good catch. You're not going to get an easier pick 6 than that one.
That's more. That was an easy pick 6.
That's insane. You're not going to get a better opportunity than that one. He was thinking about his touchdown dance before he picked that off. What happened there?
3rd and 8 for the Bills at their own 22. Drops back. Good pressure from the Giants on the interior, and he throws him down like a rag doll. So I think that's the first sack. Yeah, it was
DJ Davidson.
So the Bills will have to punt. Good pressure by the Giants.
Power move there by DJ.
DJ looks like he might have dropped a couple of LBs.
Yeah, maybe.
Still
That's a hell of a move right there by DJ. Like to see that. There's Abdul Carter getting a drink. Played well for you guys that are just tuning in. Played very well in his debut. That defense, the starting defense looked insane without Dexter Lawrence. So
Punts away. Giants are going to field this at their own 38. And again, there's something with this. I'm assuming it's turf in Buffalo. There's something going on with it, bad though, because there's been like 6 trips in this game as the Giants will have it at midfield, but there is a flag.
Yep. Yeah. You think our turf's bad? These guys are having a really difficult time keeping their footing. And it's clear and sunny, so it's not like it's slippery.
And here's Jameis. Here's Jameis Winston.
Here comes.
I can't wait to see the post-game audio clips from Jameis Winston on the sidelines. You know he's always got great sound bites.
Yes. Yes, true.
And it's offsetting penalties. Yeah, Theo actually had 3 catches. I guess somebody in the chat asked if Theo played. He actually had 3 catches, none for more than maybe 5 or 6 yards, but he had 3 catches on the opening drive. He was by far the most targeted receiver among the starters.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna kick it over. It sounded like there's fouls on both teams.
Yeah, offsetting. So they'll do it. They'll kick it again. The real question is what starts floor? I mean, who knows? Hopefully we don't find out that floor. Summary thoughts on Dart. I mean, overall, I think it was a really good debut. It's preseason, but really good debut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. He played well. Again, his numbers were 12 for 19, 154 yards, and a nice 30-yard bomb to little Jordan Humphrey down the left sideline. He also had 3 carries for 24 yards. A couple of drops in there as well for Jackson Dart.
And Cole to Comeback says all of our quarterbacks are interesting. Yeah, for sure. We definitely have one of the more interesting quarterback rooms in the NFL. That's for sure.
A lot of personality.
Yeah. Punts away. And they're going to catch it, I think, maybe 4 yards deeper than they did the last punt. But the Giants will get a good return here. Up to the 48, so right around midfield.
It's about where they were last time. So
yeah.
16-10 Giants. Don't adjust your screens. I know it's preseason, but yes, the Giants are leading.
Let's go. At least we not trotting Glennon or Locke out there. That's a fact. I remember, Bad Dog, when we picked up from like mid-year because of all the quarterback injuries. And there were Giants fans, thinking that he could become a starting quarterback. And we saw his first throw and we're like, nope. That's why we were able to get him off of free agency. He was garbage. DRL, thank you very much, man. Good to have you all back. How did GC come about? GC, why? GC. Bad Dog, what's GC? I'm gonna look like a fool.
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Somebody in the chat, tell me what that acronym is. I want to make sure I answer DRL's question. JWN says, got my 12-pack ready for the Yanks and Giants game. You might need a 30. You might need a case. Oh, Giants Collective. Giants Collective.
Giants Collective. Giants Collective is actually run by a media corporation called Hog Media, and they just reached out to me first and was asked about Giants content creators or whatever. He just said, the guy that owns the company said, hey, I'm looking to put you and Chris with Anthony from Fireside Giants and Adriana, who's now Empire State Sports, I believe. I didn't know. I followed Adriana on Twitter, but I didn't know she made content. I knew about Anthony, and I'm like, I'm definitely interested. Let's go. I've obviously worked with Chris pretty much my entire YouTube career, but I haven't worked with the other ones. Let's go. And the first show, you could tell we had great chemistry, man. And it's an awesome show. It's a lot of fun, and it's going to blow up this year. There's no doubt in my mind. I think it's growing really fast. And especially if the Giants get off to a really good start, I mean, it's going to be a big deal. So that's how it came about. And one of the media corporation reached out to them, obviously, and they're all like, "Let's ride!" And here we are.
Yeah,
Wednesday live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe to that channel. Come on,
yeah,
baby.
for sure. Check it out. And I actually run into Anthony. For side income here and there, I do Uber Eats delivery, and I ran into Anthony twice in the same night. He doesn't live in New York; he lives in Florida. I ran into him at 2 deliveries that night. I did a pickup at a pizza place where I live. Him and his grandma were eating pizza, and then an hour later, I got a pickup at Ralph's Italian Ice, and him and his grandmother were getting dessert. I ran into Anthony twice in the same night. I was blown away by that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be doing a show with Anthony live opening week, so I'm looking forward to doing that too. But yeah, I love doing that show with everybody.
Yep.
Here's Winston out of the gun, takes the snap, drops back, batted at the line of scrimmage, incomplete, 2nd and 10. Let's see. How did Abdul Carter play? Did he play a lot? Yeah, he played a good amount to start the game. He played well. He didn't have a sack, but he played well.
I think he played the first quarter. I want to say that our defense played the first quarter. They look really good. Carter had a couple of really good moves. When he lined up inside, he got immediate pressure.
And there's a handoff off the right guard. Giants will get 3. And Turbo Miller back in the game.
Yep. I like what I see from Turbo.
So 3rd and 7.
Jameis, fire one of them moon balls. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's see what Jameis has got. I mean, hopefully we never have to see him this year, but if we do, let's see what he's got.
Exactly.
3rd and 7. There's no doubt he's got a big arm.
That's a fact.
Winston looks like it should have been a false start, but they don't call it. Winston delivers a dart, but it's broken up. Good coverage by the Bills. 4th and 7. As he was looking for Gunner. I don't think he'll be making the team this year.
No.
JWN says, I'm really liking Turbo. He's definitely one of the standouts today.
He's looked good. He has looked good.
Marjorie says, that's funny. I ran into Kid Blue down in Florida. Obviously, Bad Dog and myself have met Kid Blue. He is as short as they come, but a really nice guy.
Yeah.
From Florida. I was actually blown away by how short he was when we met him in person. But the fact that, obviously your friend DWG is a monster, it kind of made it stand out.
Yeah, it was like Altuve standing next to Aaron Judge. It really was. I mean, my buddy DWG is 6'7", and Kid Blue will tell you himself he's 5'1.5". Not 5.5 feet. 5 feet and 1/2 inches.
4th and 7 as that ball goes out of bounce, and the Bills will start with it about their 10-yard line. Rover says, Dart looked like he was reading the defense, going through progressions, and made good decisions. It's early, but I think he's making good progress. Yeah, no, I'm definitely impressed with what I saw from Dart today. Look good.
I think that's what we talked about on Giants Collective is we just wanted to see some poise and make good decisions with the football, and he did. He was under some pressure. He made good throws under pressure. The touchdown throw was under pressure. He was able to sidestep a defender and avoid a sack. And the play went for nothing, but he was able to get it out in the flat to one of his receivers. So, yeah, I thought he played well. I don't know what else you could expect from him, but I thought he played well.
Yeah. Marcus Bowe looks solid too. Good day overall for the rookies. Yeah, I was looking at, I think Bowe was on that last play, if I'm not mistaken, where I thought he actually had a full start there. But yeah, overall, I'm not watching him every single play, but yeah, it seems like he's holding his own. Lazy Dan says, what's up, Chris and Bad Dog? Giants football is back and Premier League starts next weekend. Love from the UK. That's right. I always remember that because on football Sundays in the morning, they show the Premier League at like 9 a.m. before the games come on. So that starts up now too. So big deal for the people overseas, obviously, are big soccer fans.
Yep. And more love from the UK. UK, big Giants fans over there.
Yeah, appreciate it, Dan. If Russell plays really well, maybe we just missed the playoffs. Who starts next year? Dart. Yeah, we've been asked this question before. The only way Russell Wilson's back with the Giants is if they win the Super Bowl. Even if they make the playoffs, Black, I don't see Russell Wilson coming back. He signed a 1-year deal for a reason. It's to man the fort while they prepare Jackson Dart to become the starter. You saw it happen in Minnesota this past year with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold had a terrific year. The Vikings won, 13 games? I think he led the league in touchdown passes, or he was certainly among one of the league leaders in touchdown passes. And they ended up letting him go. I think it would be very similar with Russ. I think it's 1 year and done. And then you're gonna Jackson Dart will be the starter next year.
Yeah, great. I mean, that's the point. Because if Russ did play really well, he's going to get paid a lot of money, and the Giants can't afford to pay him a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
They brought him in here to be a bridge. I think Russ knows that, which gives him added motivation. And then that's why they signed Jameis to a 2-year deal, so Jameis could back up Dart next year. I think that's their plan.
Yeah. Outside, like I said, outside of like a Super Bowl win, I can't see Russ coming back next year. No. Sean says, excited about what I saw from Dart and the defense. Giants and soon Knicks coming back is what I need after whatever the Yankees are doing. Yeah, man, excited for Knicks basketball as well. Hopefully they could take the next step this year. This year was a little underwhelming at the end of the year, but obviously we're really good this year. One of the better Knicks teams in recent memory, but we're hoping they could take, the next step this year. So certainly be exciting time for the Knicks this year for sure.
Yep.
1st and 10. I like some of they didn't make any insane moves this offseason because they already have their starting 5, but I like some of the depth moves that the Knicks made to shore up the bench.
They needed to shore up the bench.
Yeah. There's a drop pass out in the flat. They picked what was it, Jordan Clarkson, if I'm not mistaken? I think it was him. They got a good 6-man, a good instant offense guy off the bench. I think it was Jordan Clarkson. And then they added Tybal. I think that's how it's pronounced. The guy that had the great Olympics game or whatever it was a couple of years ago. He stood out. I think he's from France.
We had a guy actually put that on Twitter. Worst New York draft pick ever. New York. And I had Frederick Weiss. Yeah, that was my pick.
There's a handoff up the middle for the Bills, and they're going to go forward for 11 and a first down up to the 28.
Not great tackling there. There's Frank Gore Jr. getting some time. Of course, his dad, I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame yet, but I think he is. If he's not, he will be. One of the greatest ever.
I was so pissed, Bad Dog, when the Knicks made that pick because I'm a massive St. John's fan, and Ron Artest fell right in the Knicks' lap. I'm like, they have to take him. He grew up in Queens, St. John's. He's the best player on the board, and they ended up taking Frederick Weiss.
He never played 1 minute for the Knicks.
Yeah, 11:30 to go. There's a handoff. This running back breaks about 5 tackles. He gets 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 5.
What I remember Frederick Weiss for was when Vince Carter teabagged him in the Olympics on that dunk. He jumped right over him, and I was like, that's good for you.
Yeah.
I loved it. That's
like the most famous picture of Vince Carter's career.
Yeah.
And he's a Hall of Famer. Awesome. But that's how Frederick Weiss will be remembered for the rest of his life.
Well, he should be, man.
2nd and 5. 11 minutes to go here in the 3rd. And play action. Plenty of time. He'll check it down out of the backfield, and it's just dropped. Wow. Easy first down for the Bills. He just dropped it.
He obviously took his head off the ball and was looking for greener pastures. He's looking ahead. Because there's no other excuse for that. He watches his head. I guarantee you he just looks upfield. There it goes.
And they're showing or at least on my, again, we don't have the same broadcast, but on my screen, they're showing the revamped secondary for the Giants. Javon Holland and Paulson Adebo.
Yeah, they're showing the replay of that drop on my channel. It's basically on different networks, but we're lined up with the play-by-play.
Yeah. Shotgun for the Bills, 3rd and 5 from their own 33, and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the Giants, and they'll get the ball back. 10:48 to go here in the 3rd.
No. D. Williams is at a pretty good camp. He had that. Is he the one that picked Jackson Dart off in camp? Or no, maybe D. Williams had a one-handed interception. That's what it was on the sideline.
Did Darius Alexander play today? I don't know if he did, Thomas. I'm not sure if he did.
And B-Dog, I don't know if Ray Davis played today for Bills yet. I mean, he's obviously running back out of Kentucky.
I think what number's Darius Alexander?
I don't know, but
the thing is everybody's got double numbers in the preseason, so you don't even know.
Right.
There's a flag on the play. 10:36 to go here in the 3rd. Giants get tackled down at the 9.
That's a rookie mistake. You gotta let that ball bounce into the end zone. You let it go when it's inside your 5.
Chris says he was just in. So okay, yeah. I mean, you want to see him get some 91. Okay. I wasn't sure if he was 91 or 93, and it was in the 90, or, the low 90s.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to keep my eye on Darius Alexander this next drive then. 10:30, because obviously he's a guy that could have an impact this year, 3rd-round rookie. They're showing a pickleball commercial for me. This sport is blowing up, man. They got pickleball courts all over the place now.
Really? I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what pickleball is?
No.
It's basically like a crossover between ping pong and tennis. Like, it's not as small as a ping pong, and it's not as big as a tennis court. It's in the middle.
Okay.
But it's very popular. Yeah, license plate guy always posted on Twitter. It's very popular.
Yeah.
I've never played it, but I know it's getting very popular. Pickleball. I think I'm going to try it, Bad Dog. I think we should play it.
Well, I'm playing any sports this day and age.
You bowl? That's a sport.
That's not nearly as well. The way I bowl, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Because if I go by myself, man, I'll bowl 10 games in an hour. Like, there's no break.
Are you in a league, or you just go?
I just go.
Yeah. What happened to Aaron Robinson? He never really made it. I mean, he was a guy we were all really excited about when we drafted him out of Central Florida. I think he went to 3rd-round pick, but he didn't turn into what we were hoping.
Yeah. Well, I see dog got spoiled. My wife sent me Did you get the Gizmo Chew toy? I said, get Gizmo and Jason. She got a new bed. She got a bag of toys over there. There it is. This is my dog. It's all the stuff. All the stuff. It was just such a spoiled.
Got a new bed.
She got a new bed.
Is that breed? I know it's a crossbreed. Is it a poodle?
Golden retriever. Golden retriever. And a poodle. Yeah.
So does that dog shed at all or no?
No shedding.
That's the one good thing about a poodle, right? I don't think they shed too much.
Right. That is the best thing about her. No shedding.
Not that it's one good thing. That is a good thing rather, but
yeah.
My dogs have always shedded a ton when I was growing up, but
I wanted a lab, but they shed so much. So
yeah,
we got her. They're very lovable. They're very ridiculous amount of energy. That dog, ridiculous amount of energy. Very smart, very lovable. She's good. She's a perfect dog for us. She fits right in.
It's a beautiful dog.
To our crazy ass, freaking fast-paced life. She does. She's perfect.
And somebody asked what the score. It's right below me. 16-10 Giants, 3rd quarter. 10:36 to go here in the 3rd, as Winston will set up shop here at the Giants' own 3 to start the drive after the penalty.
Moonball it, Jameis.
Winston under center, takes the snap. He's going to give to Turbo, and Turbo didn't really have much of a chance there. They completely blew up the Giants' offensive line.
I like they were getting to see a lot of Turbo in action, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm enjoying it.
Winston has to be one of the only quarterbacks in NFL history that had 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in the same year. Maybe he is the only. I don't know. But that's an insane stat line to me. That year we had 30 touchdowns and 30 picks.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah. I'm curious. Somebody in the chat, let me know. Has that ever happened outside of that 1 year for Jameis Winston? 2nd and 9 for Winston from his own 4. Looks right, throws right. That's caught by Gunner, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 8. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Eli was close 1 year. I think he had 31 touchdowns and 25 picks.
Yeah.
That might have been that wasn't his 2nd year.
I mean, guys that I would off the top of my head, if you told me who may have accomplished that, Brett Favre, perhaps, because we all know that he threw a lot of touchdowns and he was notorious for throwing a lot of interceptions.
Yeah.
But I doubt it, man. I doubt that anybody's done that outside of Jameis Winston. Here's Winston out of the gun, 3rd and 5. Takes the snap, drops back, looks right, throws right, caught, but he's going to be short. Got to do a better. I know he's a backup, but you got to do a better job of knowing where you're on the field. He's got to stretch out there to try to get to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, he didn't really run a good route, and he just kind of went out of bounds. Didn't turn back into the field of play. That's Smith Marset. Of course, he's there to return kicks, so I mean, it's.
Let's see. Somebody said he also threw for 5K yards that year. Yeah, That 1 year, and the NFL always goes in trends, but that 1 year in 2011 where Eli had the near 5,000, I think he had like 4,940 yards or whatever it was when we won the Super Bowl. Bills are going to field this from the 44, and they'll go down to the 50. So they're going to have it at midfield here. They have a chance to take the lead if they score a touchdown on this drive. But that 1 year in 2011, Bad Dog, I think there was 3 quarterbacks that eclipsed 5,000 yards that year. And Eli almost did too, which is insane.
That's great.
I think it was the most, it had to have been the most passing yards, I think, ever in a single season, throughout the course of the league. Like, it was pass happy that year.
Yeah.
JWN says, Bad Dog, what's your favorite bowling ball to use?
Oh, God, that's tough. It's not tough. Motive of Hysteria. It's my favorite. It's my favorite ball.
That's speaking Chinese to me. I know nothing about
Motive of Hysteria. That is my favorite. Best ball I own, as my kid would say. Best ball I own.
I've never owned
a ball. And then for my second favorite, I actually have this guy out. They remade this. Back in '92, I bought the original Turbo X as the best ball I ever owned. So this is my second favorite. This is the remade Turbo X. This came out.
That's a beautiful looking bowling ball.
That's my second. Now the funny thing is, we have that one, but we also still have my original. I still have my original.
It's the same exact ball.
Yeah, they were just remade it, but the core is obviously much stronger and a newer one than this. But when this came out initially, this thing was ridiculous because I was so used to throwing urethane and it didn't hook the way this does. But yeah, this is older than most people in the chat. This ball is 33 freaking years old. Well, not quite. October of '92, I bought this at my senior year in high school, and in '93, I threw 4 300s with this guy. So
now when you throw, Bad Dog, I'm assuming you hook it. Most people,
yeah, I do.
Yeah, I always laugh because sometimes I don't bowl a lot, but once in a while when I flip through it on the TV, every once in a blue moon you'll see the bowlers that they use both hands and they do like the reverse spin with the ball. You ever see that? The unorthodox throw? Yeah.
Yeah, that's not unorthodox. It's very common now. Jason Belmonte.
It's more
Jason Belmonte was a guy from Australia, and he got into the PBA, I want to say 2012, somewhere in there, and he just destroyed the competition. So a lot of people started throwing with 2 hands to get more revolutions on the ball. My favorite guy to watch is AJ Tackett because he throws with 1 hand, and the revolutions he puts it's just stupid. I can't throw the ball like that. I mean, it's with these guys nowadays, the amount of torque they put on the ball, it's ridiculous. I throw about 360, 370 revs. When I started, in the early 90s, that was near the upper end of being able to turn the ball. Now it's like the lower end of turning it.
It's like everything else, man.
Every time the ball spins going down the lane.
It's like everything else. Same thing with golf. Guys drive the ball now 50, 60 yards further than they did 20 years ago. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
Shotgun formation here for the Bills at their own at the Giants 45. Actually, great start to the drive for them. To starting location is they'll get up to the 40. It'll be 2nd and 5. As then we got time says the Eli year is the year where Randall went on radio stations and said he ran half-hearted routes. 14 of Eli's interceptions, he was the target. I did not know that stat. I'm not surprised.
That doesn't surprise me one bit with Ruben Randall.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by it, but I didn't know that stat. That's a crazy stat because that year he didn't throw more than maybe. I don't have the stats in front of me, but what, 17 picks maybe?
Yeah,
18 picks. He didn't hit 20. I know that.
No.
There's a handoff off the right side, and the Bills will get it to the 39. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Afghanistan. I do have in my life. I do have 13 perfect games, but I bowled 4 in 1993 alone. So that's why I also bowled 4 in 1997 alone. So I've scattered them out throughout my life, but 93 and 97 were my best years bowling. So I've thrown 9 300s with that Turbo X.
3rd and 4 for the Bills here at the Giants 39. We'll see if the Giants can get them off the field halfway through the 3rd. High snap. Bills able to field it. Looks down the field. He just missed him.
Yeah, that was a tough throw. That wasn't bad coverage there.
No, it was decent coverage, but not a good throw. But tough.
No,
tough.
definitely not. Better quarterback makes that throw.
Yeah. They'll probably go for it because you're talking about a 56-yard field goal from here. So they'll probably go for it.
Yeah.
JWN says, Motive, Jackal Ghost, don't hate me. I'm too. Oh, you do the two-handed?
Oh,
I'm
I
not
don't
hating.
hate two-handed. I don't
Yeah,
hate
I honestly didn't know that it was that. I don't.
It's very common now. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these. I'm not one of these old school guys like, oh, the two-handed bowling. Get the ball down there however you want to get it down there. Motive is my favorite company, though. I have 6 Motive bowling balls, so I definitely like their brand. Oh my God! What the hell is going on?
Wide open. The Giants on 4th and 4 give up like a 40-yard touchdown pass. Jones gets smoked in coverage.
I wasn't even close. How do you give that up on 4th and 4?
Weren't people giving Jones a good write-up in training camp? I think that's the second time I've seen him get blown in coverage in this game.
Wow, that's awful. I mean, it just nobody's back there.
Complete miscommunication. 7-11 to go here in the third. Bills about to take a 1-point lead. 17-16. Extra points good. JWN says, Purple Hammer is ruining PBA for me. So easy to use.
Again, I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to say they should ban urethane. I think it's so stupid. They said the same thing when resin came out in 92. Oh, it's making the game easier. It's ruining the game. And then we heard two-handed bowling's ruining the game. And now it's going back to urethane's ruining the game. It's not ruining the game at all. The equipment, it's not just urethane. I mean, if you want to say it's too easy, then the equipment is what it is. But I think it's too easy. Bowl on some sport patterns. I don't give a shit what you're throwing. It's tough to throw in a sport pattern. I don't care. You're going to get humbled real quick. You miss a board right or a board left in a sport pattern. You're not hitting you miss your target in a sport pattern. There's no forgiveness there. There's no forgiveness on a 3-to-1 ratio on an oil pattern or the Badger pattern. It's 52 feet. There's no forgiveness there. So yes, I understand. Purple up the twig is always the play in a sport pattern, but regardless.
You're speaking Chinese to me right now.
I know.
Sport patterns,
I have a black
patterns. I feel like I'm in Wisconsin.
There's a lot that goes into it. Wasn't this way? I bowled from 1984 through 2007, and I stopped. And then I got back into it this year. It was foreign to me when I came. I wasn't as complicated when I came. It was just throw the ball down a second, which I still do. I still bowl like Walter Ray. But there's a lot more. There's a lot that goes into it now. It wasn't thought of in 1997.
I know. This is my knowledge as far as bowling goes. A strike, a spare, a turkey, which is 3 strikes in a row, a gutter ball, and bumpers. That's about what I know. As the Giants are going to take this to the 30 and they get upended at the 34, they let Turbo Miller, I think, unless there's another 25, who knows, return that kick, and he brought it back to the 34.
Yeah.
And give Jones a cupcake. Yeah, he might need one after that blown coverage.
Yeah. Yeah, if Aaron Boone's, the coach, he would get a cupcake for that.
I've probably asked this before, Beto, being that you're big into bowling. I'm assuming you've seen the movie Kingpin.
No, I don't. I did not watch Kingpin. Nope, never watched it. Not a comedy guy, man. I don't watch. I watch the regular like bowling documentaries. I watch those, but I will say this: it's a mockumentary. And I didn't know about this, but Walter Ray Williams Jr. does like Q&As on his channel because he's had shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
Play here.
Look at this. We got a good screen pass here as Winston hits his running back out in the flat there. I think that was Ward. He picks up about, 25, 30 up to the Bills' 45-yard line.
We've seen some good screen passes today from the Giants, which is insane. It's like 25 minutes. You'd have to watch League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which covers Wayne Webb, Pete Weber, Walter Ray Williams Jr., and the way the PBA was losing tons of money, and they tried to revamp it in 2000. They changed the format. So you'd have to watch that first to understand the jokes in the one that the League of it's called Any Given Saturday Afternoon, and they make fun of Walter Ray, Pete Weber. It's hilarious. Pete Weber.
Play action for Winston as he was looking for
he wanted a
Cambry. Camry was the guy that was targeted on one of the dart throws as well, where it was a good throw down the left sideline, but was unable to come up with either one. It should have been pass interference.
That's what he wanted.
He got there a bit early there, but incomplete.
That's what he wanted.
Kingpin is a classic. That's one of my favorite comedies, but I'm a huge Bill Murray fan.
Right.
So here we go. Winston under center from the 47. He's going to turn. He's going to give. And nowhere to go, but they were able to trickle forward for 2. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Oh, that was a good effort. I mean, he got stood up at the line of scrimmage, just got what he could there.
Yeah, Kafka's calling the game today on the field, as Marjorie let us know, which he traditionally didn't do his first year when he was the play caller. He did it from the press box.
I just got a text with about 600 emojis on it. There's no question that's from my kid using my wife's phone. No, my dog's not done getting groomed yet. That's why he didn't bring her down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a long time.
It takes a couple hours. They got to wait. And then
Winston will check it down to Miller, and Turbo's at the
Turbo
down. Got about 12 yards. Turbo, look at Russ. Russ picking him up off the dirt.
Dude, I really freaking like Turbo Miller. I mean, I know it's preseason. He had an injury last year. We didn't get to see him, but man, he could really add another element to this offense.
I think he's
making him in and third down,
I think he's making the team. He's looked good, man.
Yes. Yeah, Sean, it's always fun working with Cop. Cop says we'll be done in like an hour and a half. Like, there's no way we could talk Giants for it. We could have talked all night. We're going to do that again during the regular season, though. We definitely got to do it more.
Play action, Winston. I don't know where he was throwing that. Incomplete.
That's Jameis, though, baby. We know it. Just throw it down there. Someone, he said fucking leak. Oh, that's not leak. He's just like, that was Jameis. I'm just going to.
Winston throws that out of the back of the end zone. It looks like he thinks going to run the wrong route.
You know what it is? It's like a 3-1 pitch where you're like, I'm swinging no matter where the hell this is as hard as I can. That was Jameis. I'm just going to throw this as well. There's a flag.
Yeah, I think they're going to call him for intentional grounding.
What?
I think. I could be wrong.
Come on, man. Man. Jameis just like, I'm just throwing the ball.
He was arguing with the ref that he thought the receiver was going to run a different route.
Come on. Bad call.
Yeah, I actually think that's a horrible call because it's entirely possible he thought that the receiver was running a post.
Bad call. Don't they know that's Jameis, man? It's famous Jameis. We don't know where the ball is going. That's like Wild Thing Vaughn hitting a batter. You don't know where the hell it's going. How are you going to throw him out of the game for hitting a guy?
2nd and 20. Gunner in motion. Takes the snap, drops back. Winston looking downfield. Winston throws over the middle, and there's the pick.
That's famous.
There's a flag. We'll see who it's on, but if it's against the Giants, it's going to be Bill's ball at the 42.
That might be in a secondary, maybe. Now Giants are walking off the field, so it must be on the Giants.
No, you
I just heard him say it's going to come back. I just heard my announcer say it's going to come back. Offside.
So maybe Winston knew he had a free play.
He knew he had a free play.
So Giants get 5 yards out of that, and they get to keep the football.
Yep. That's Jameis. We know what he is. We know he takes some chances. He saw that guy lined up off sides. He said, let me take a shot.
2nd and 15 for the Giants. 4:34 to go here in the third. Let's see. Would you believe I seen LT at the White House this week? I mean, he was at the White House. I don't know if I believe that you were, but maybe you were. Shotgun formation for Winston. Winston takes the snap from the 39, looks to the right, throws to the right as he hits Gunner, and Gunner's tripped up and pushed out of bounds at the 32. And they get about 7.
Russ over there helping his teammates up. 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Come on, Jameis. Pump it in there, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Jameis.
As we approach that 4-minute mark. Maybe Gano gets another 50-yard attempt. 3rd and 8 for the Giants here at the 32. Winston takes the snap, drops back, looks to the right, throws to the right. Caught by Gunner, and he's pushed out of bounds. They get the first down.
Jameis saw that blitz coming, just drills on the right side to Gunnar Olszewski.
He was our punt returner last year. He got hurt, though, I think, right?
Yep, and that's how Smith Marset ended up with the gig.
Yeah.
And he did a really good job. He's probably going to be our starting returner.
1st and 10 here as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Giants trail by 1 with the ball as they approach the red zone. Jameis takes the snap. He's going to turn. He's going to give. Turbo Miller's got nowhere to go this time as the Bills wrap him up in the backfield for a loss of 1.
Looked like Jameis was trying to get out there and throw a lead block.
Huh?
No.
And Larry J says, I'm 30 minutes away from the White House. It's possible. I'll go stop and ask Donald if LT was there. No, he definitely was there. I saw that.
He was definitely there.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
like the head of like
absolutely
some kind of like athletic program now or something. I don't know. He was
Yeah.
there.
He
I
was
just don't know if
definitely
the person that said that they were there was there. I can't
No,
confirm. that.
LT was definitely there.
Yeah. 2nd and 11. 2:40 to go here in the 3rd. 5 on the play clock. Winston under center takes the snap. He's going to hand. And Miller is able to truck forward to about the 20. It'll be a 3rd and 7.
I really like Turbo, man. Again, you can't teach speed. It's just flat out speed. So, you got a guy kind of in the middle in Tyrone Tracy. You got your bruiser and Cam Scattaboo. And then could we have our reincarnation of Earth, Wind, and Fire here?
That'd be nice.
I mean,
Possible.
it's possible, right?
I
The
don't
line
know.
isn't nearly as good as that one was.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we have that line, but we may have the running back triplet.
Chuck
And
it, Jameis.
Winston's going to run this.
Bro. Look at Jameis.
Jameis down to the 6.
I love Jameis, man. I'm so glad he's part of this team. We don't want him to see the field because he's not our starter. You don't ever want your backups to have to play. But just it's his energy, man. It's his personality. The Giants need some of that. You know what I mean? They need some fun personalities on the team, and they got him this year. We don't need no more boring ho-hum Eeyore type vibes here. You know what I mean?
From the 7, Winston fakes the handoff, and he's got Gunner.
Look at Davis! What a bullet!
Stand up! New York Giants fan. That doesn't get a long stand up because it's a 3rd-string quarterback,
right?
3rd-string wide receiver. But the Giants take the lead. Go for 2. Go up 7.
I love it. Yep, they're going to go over 2.
I feel like he targeted Gunner on like every throw that drive.
He did.
Giants will go for 2. They'll try to take a 7-point lead here. $1:11 to go here in the 3rd.
Yep.
And
There's a bird fly through the camera there.
Winston takes the snap, looking around, and that was a damn good catch.
Is that Fedoni? Who is that? It was Fedoni.
Fedoni just made a really nice catch.
Yeah, he did.
You like to see that. Fedoni, he had a great write-up, right? His freshman year in college, they were comparing him to like one of the best tight ends in the country, and then he got hurt. That was a damn good catch by Fedoni.
It was.
I'm impressed. Giants up 7.
It was. That was pretty awesome. Jameis leading us down there for a touchdown.
How about it?
I love it.
24-17, Giants. Thomas Fedoni gets on the board.
He does. Love to see it. Love to see it.
And Thomas, thank you so much for being a member. He says, even though this is just preseason and it doesn't mean anything, it feels so good to have competent quarterback play again. It feels good to have hope and not have infighting. Well, there's always going to be infighting, but not as much infighting.
Right. It is just like I said. It's got a different vibe to it this year. So, just hopeful that they're going to be a better team. Man,
Yeah,
they're
well,
the Giants.
I remember that stat. Somebody, yeah, Fedoni was like the third best pass catcher in the nation. Yeah, he was a really highly regarded recruit, and then he got hurt in college.
Yep.
And the Bills will take this to the 25, up to the 27.
So not a good return.
Yeah, 106 to go here in the third.
Oh man.
Jedi, it's good to see Jedi. She says, yeah, not gonna lie, I do miss Jameis as a Saint. He's a kind of guy, like Bad Dog was saying, like he's impossible not to root for.
Right.
He's just got one of those personalities.
He does. And we need that. We need those personalities here.
And Bills will start with it at their own 27, minute 06 to go here in the third. First and 10. Play action. Drops back, plenty of time. Throws it over the middle. He's got a man. Down to the 45, 47. So just like that, the Bills will have it near midfield.
Now I really don't know anybody out there. I saw Paige out there. I really don't know what we're looking at out here now.
I mean, the majority of these guys aren't making the roster at this point.
Yeah. Paige is the one that made the tackle. One more play here, I'd imagine, before the end of the third, unless it's an incompletion.
Yeah. First and 10. We'll see if they run, and we take it to the fourth, and we will as they hand off and nowhere to go. Giants will stop them right at the line. It'll be second and 10 as we go to the fourth.
Proud of myself. Going to the fourth. First time I have to pee during this broadcast.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing, right? I'll be right
Bad
there.
Dog is not in mid-season form because normally we set that line at like 5.5.
Facts. All right.
Wow. Impressive. Robert says, we have some nice players not getting excited, Robert says. I mean, yeah. I mean, you look at it, we have arguably the best defensive tackle in football. We have arguably, if not the best, one of the best, that not even arguable, is one of the best wide receivers in all of football in Malik Neighbors. We have one of the best left tackles in all of football in Andrew Thomas when he's on the field, when he's healthy. I think, obviously, Abdul Carter could potentially be one of the best edge rushers in all of football. Brian Burns is a very good edge rusher. Kayvon has potential to be a very good edge rusher. There are certainly some pieces in place. But ultimately, we all know it's going to come down to the quarterback and, of course, the offensive line gelling. But we'll see how it plays out. But the Giants definitely have some pieces in place, no doubt about it. Let's see. They don't pick you number one in the draft to be a journeyman, correct? Who are we talking about? Oh, Jameis Winston? Ethel? Well, of course, he's been a bust. He hasn't lived up to the number one overall pick, of course.
Yeah, he may not have lived up to be the number one overall pick, but he's had a solid NFL career. I mean, it's not like
he's not like an historical bust. Like
he's not Jamarcus Russell.
There's some guys.
Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, like you said, Jamarcus Russell, Ryan Lee. There's plenty of others, but he's not that level of a bust, but certainly a bust. But
it's disappointment. I think that's the word I'd use. Not
disappointment. Disappointment's probably more appropriate. But
we got him now, baby. We're ready.
And JD, thank you so much. JD's the best. He says Giants nailed the Carmen Bersillo hiring. Marcus Bowe is the future right tackle of the team. Watching Dart have to get pumped for Dart plus Neighbors. Theo's stock is up. Theo looked good first drive, right? He was involved a lot. Dart looked good, and like you said, that's without having the ability to see him with Neighbors or any of the first team wide receivers outside of Wandell. Yep. And even Wandell wasn't in there when Dart played. So listen, I'm excited to see Dart. I just hope we don't see him too early. I want to give him the necessary time that the Giants feel he needs to reach his peak before they're comfortable throwing him in there. And Russell Wilson is certainly a more than capable quarterback to man the fort until such time. So, but I'm excited. I think all Giants fans are excited to see Dart out there as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I hope, for his sake, and I'm sure that the Giants will do this, is, they're going to build that offense around him. He's not supposed to start this year. So, hopefully he won't at any point, because that means we're winning and we're going to go with Russ. But I guarantee in the offseason next year, you're going to work on the offensive line. You're going to work on getting a wide receiver. I guarantee you, man, they are going to pour every resource into that offensive line next year to protect him.
Have to.
Yep.
As the Bills will take the ball at midfield as they throw it down over the middle up to the 45. It'll be 2nd and 2, so a good start to the drive for the Bills. 14:49 to go here in the 4th.
Yeah, I definitely have they're interviewing Bills players on my TV. I know I got the Bills broadcast.
Kev says, who had a better debut, Shador or Dart? I mean, pretty comparable, right? I mean, Shador threw one more touchdown, but I mean, they both had.
Yeah, Shador threw an extra touchdown, but pretty similar stats. I would say.
3rd and 1, 14:20 to go here in the 4th.
They both played well.
Good pressure there by the Giants, but the right side of the field is just wide open as they bid on the play fake, as the Bills are able to hit a big pass there for about, 15, 20 yards as they're approaching the red zone.
Yeah. Dart was 12 for 19, 154, a touchdown, 3 carries, 24 yards. Shador was 14 of 23, 138, 2 touchdowns. So pretty comparable.
Yeah.
He had the extra touchdown, but it's pretty similar.
And JD will get that 1 second. 1st and 10 here for the Bills. 13:30 to go here as they take the snap out of the gun. Drops back, has time, throws, caught out in the flat. And the Bills will bring it all the way down to the 19. 2nd and 1. JD says, dog, you could go into the Law Louis T lives with confidence now. Talk your talking there. Things are promising. Also, maybe Kafka calling plays is best. Yeah, well, that was a big debate going into the offseason. What were the Giants going to do? I honestly thought Dable was going to keep the play calling duties. But before the offseason started, that was what my preference was when we got an opportunity to see Dable as the play caller last year. I thought it would be in the Giants' best interest for him to step back and focus more on being the head coach. And because Kafka had success as a play caller his first year. The interesting thing that Marjorie brought up, JD, there's a handoff up the middle, pick up 5. He's not calling the plays from the booth anymore, which he's been in the booth since he's been a Giant coach. I believe Kafka is on the field. So that was an interesting change that the Giants made with Kafka. But yeah, I kind of like the approach of Kafka calling the plays and Dable focusing more on being the head coach. But Bad Dog, speak on what he said.
I mean, listen, I've already told those guys. I already came out and told Louis T we're going to whoop his ass week 1, and we're finishing ahead of Dallas this year. I already told these guys this, and it's going to happen. As far as Kafka going plays, somebody else can get Joe Shane his coffee.
Drops back, and there's a dart over the middle for 7 for the Bills as we're approaching the end of this first preseason game. Kind of just a tease, right? You get all amped up, Bad Dog, for that first quarter, then the starters play, and then you're like, all right.
Second half is just kind of talk to the chat. Look for somebody to stand out. You'll look for a standout at this point. Like Timon Fox, a couple of years ago, really stood out to us. But yeah, I agree, JD, because like Chris said, I think Dable just focusing on being the head coach and not having that extra duty of calling the plays. I think it works. And I also think Kafka's play calling was better than Dable's, if I'm being honest.
We had a top 5 red zone offense that year.
Yeah.
As the Bills go in for 6, as they're about, maybe the preseason they might go for 2 to take the lead.
Might as well try it. Right?
Yeah, 11:35 to go here. Bills down 1. We'll see if they decide to go for 2. As Mike Nixon says, Bad Dog, are we going to see a post-game show tonight?
For the Yankees, yeah. It'll be late, though. It'll be like 11:30 because I'm doing this. Like I said, my wife and I are taking both of our moms out for dinner. So that's at 6. I probably won't be back till 8:30. I have to watch the game because obviously I'm doing this, and then I'll do my post game. So yeah, hopefully, we shouldn't see David Williams today, and hopefully I'm doing a post game about a win, but it'll be sometime later this evening. They're winning 3-2 right now, which is good.
And the Bills will go for 2, which you would expect in a preseason game.
I'm actually surprised they're winning. It's Yankee Old Timer Day. They usually never win on Old Timers Day.
How are the Mets doing?
The Mets, are they playing right now? They play at 7.
Oh, they play at 7. Okay. And the Bills convert the 2-point conversion. 25-24. Bills take the lead. 11:35 to go here in the 4th. We'll see if Jameis Winston or DeVito, maybe he gets to see the field, is able to eke one out for the Giants.
Yeah, Tommy DeVito can take that Davis Webb role in there.
Remember that preseason Davis Webb had? He was fantastic.
Insane. It was crazy.
Josh says, Chris and Dog, what's your two biggest positives and negatives so far from the preseason game? For me, JMS and Hudson looked pretty well. Hudson had looked really bad. He had 2 full start penalties. Yeah.
Oh, no, we're starting a holding, I think, is what it was.
Yeah, JMS didn't look great either. They did get pretty good interior pressure. He says Bo, Starting, D, and Dart were pretty solid. Yeah, I think the biggest positive for the defense, at least, was the pass rush, which you would expect. That's our biggest strength going into the year. I thought the pass rush was very good. And that was without Dexter Lawrence out there. That looked very good. Yeah, I definitely think you have to take positives from Jackson Dart for sure. He was the guy that everybody was going to have their eyes on, especially after Shador's performance last night, which is silly to me, but because it's preseason football. But everyone's saying he had added pressure today because of the way that Shador played. But regardless, he played really well today. He threw a really nice touchdown pass. So yeah, I would agree. I would say that if I had to pick, I would say the pass rush and Jackson Dart. And I mean, if you want to throw Turbo Miller in there as a guy that kind of stood out as a guy that's trying to compete for one of the back end spots on this roster, I'd say him as well. And Gano, by the way, I think that was very encouraging to see Graham Gano hit 3 50-plus yard field goals, a guy that's been highly questionable the last 2 years. We all know how important a healthy Graham Gano is to this team. So that's a good takeaway from this game as well.
Yeah, can't argue with Chris. I pretty much seen the same thing. The defensive pass rush, the front seven looked incredible. And this without Dex. I mean, Abdul Carter was a wrecking machine. Didn't get a sack, but had constant pressure, like 2 out of 3. And he was going against an all-pro, by the way. I'm pretty sure he was going against an interior. That's how good this guy is. It's insane. He went against the starters for the Bills and dominated them. But overall, you just saw it. I thought Thibodeau had a nice rush. Gano definitely is huge. 350-yard field goals. And somebody we definitely missed last year because that's a weapon on offense when you have a guy that can make those field goals. And yeah, Turbo. I'm a big fan of Turbo Miller. I'm glad he's got a chance, and you can just see there's definitely some electricity there. Maybe he can be like our 2007 version of Ahmad Bradshaw, who didn't get a lot of playing time, but when he was in there, made a big impact. I could see him doing something like that in that kind of role this year. Encouraged by Thomas Fidone. I think that this is just an underrated pick. Defensively, I think Banks was not good. I worry about Deontay Banks. And yeah, JMS it looks like he's getting bullied. So there's definitely things to work on. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way the rookies played today. I thought the rookies all played pretty well. So
yeah,
we obviously didn't get to see Scat today, but hopefully I don't think we saw Darius Alexander either.
I think he did play a little bit, yeah, in the third quarter, but he didn't stand out too much. But I think he did play. So DeVito is in the game, so we're gonna get to see if the Italian Stallion could orchestrate a game-winning drive for the Giants. 25-24, 11:30 to go here in the fourth. DeVito out of the gun, takes the snap, delayed blitz from the Bills out of the safety spot as he hits Miller out of the backfield. Miller continues to stand out today as he catches another ball for about 6. He's got to have at least 50, 60 yards receiving.
Dude, you see how fast he got away.
I think he's going to get a spot on this roster, man. Though
he's got to. He's got to be there in some facet. We didn't see a lot of Devin Singletary today. It has really been a load of a lot of Turbo Miller.
And Mike says, no, not the Yankees. I mean the Giants. Oh, he means New York Giants. Post game talk about the Padres that.
No, I gotta go to dinner after this. So no Giants post game. Yankees post game later, but no Giants post game. I mean, I might do a live like tomorrow and talk about the Giants, but not tonight. Saturdays are tough for me. Saturdays are tough. The Yankees actually winning 4-2 today, which is nice.
And Todd says, hey, guys, do you think the Washington Commanders are going – hey, guys, how do you think the Washington Commanders are going to do this season? I hope Terry McLaurin gets the contract he wants from Adam Peters. He wants DK Metcalf money. I mean, I hope he gets it too as a Giants fan because he's 30 years old. So, I mean, he's a tremendous player, but receivers typically start to break down when they get on the wrong side of 30. So, I'm hoping they give him a lengthy extension too. But in the end, they probably will because they need to keep their young quarterback happy. But I mean, the Commanders are good. Jaden Daniels, I've said it. I said it on our show, Bad Dog. I think he's going into the year, which is crazy to say because he's only played 1 year in the NFL. I think he's the best quarterback in the NFC.
Hard to argue. I think he's a top 5 quarterback in the league for sure. Now, what'll be interesting, Todd, is obviously teams have a lot of film on this guy, and they got to prepare all off season for him, so they know his strengths and weaknesses. And there's a lot of quarterbacks that have down years their sophomore year for that reason, because defenses adjust, and we'll see if Daniels adjusts. But there's no questioning his talent. He's an amazing talent for sure. So I know what Washington's going to look like. I know they're going to look like they're 0-1 after the first game of the season. That I do.
But we'll see. We'll see. Since when is Terry? I thought he's 30.
He is 30. He is 30.
Yeah, he's 30, McLaurin.
Yeah.
And Alvaro says, big salute to you guys for a great season to come. Dark Age is finally over. Let's go, Giants. Good to see you, Alvaro, man. Hope you're doing well. Huge New York sports fan in general from overseas. Of course, he's got the ultimate picture there of Patrick Ewing. One of the most famous pictures of Pat, but appreciate you for being here, and we'll see if the dark days are over, but I do think at least there's some hope, and that's been a long time coming for Giants fans.
Yep. Let's hope that the clouds are parting. Let's hope so.
Tyrone Tracy being slept on? I'm not sleeping on him. I think Tyrone Tracy's really good. The only question with him is the fumbling. And here's DeVito from the 41, 1st and 10, takes the snap, drops back. Again, the Bills send the blitz, and the Giants had an opportunity there, but Ward just dropped it out of the flat. Do you have Jaden higher? I just said it. I think he's the best quarterback in the NFC. So, yes, I have Jaden Daniels above Jalen Hurts. If I was doing a draft today and could only draft NFC quarterbacks, I think Jaden Daniels would be my first pick.
Yeah, hard to argue.
2nd and 10 for the Giants here at their own 41. Here's DeVito. Takes the snap, drops back, throws. That's caught by Turbo Miller. Miller continues to kill the Bills through the air as he gets another 12 yards on a wheel route.
Let's see. Turbo Miller right now, 8 carries, 20 yards, not doing his damage there, but 6 catches for 68 yards for Turbo. Can he go deep? Can he go on the wheel route?
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. NYC says, I like this Miller kid. I think all Giants fans like this Miller kid.
Yeah, he looks really good.
Here's DeVito. DeVito, play action. And he's going to throw a screen pass as the Giants continue to eat this Bills defense up through the air with their running backs.
Well, that wasn't Turbo. That was Ward.
That was Ward for about 5.
But yeah, they're definitely using running backs a lot. And it just makes you think of what it could be when Cam Scadaboo's out there, because he's another guy that can receive it.
So DeVito 3 for 4 for 34 yards. Giants fans are going to be calling for him to start soon.
Yep.
As the Giants will break the huddle. 2nd and 6 for DeVito. As we get close to that 9-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. DeVito takes the snap. He throws it deep. And, Gunner!
He didn't catch it. Wow.
Oh, a good effort there by Gunner. Good throw by DeVito.
That was a good throw by DeVito.
So it'll be 3rd and 6.
That was close.
Yeah, it hit the ground. But good effort.
Hell of an effort.
Yeah.
I mean, your elite receiver, Malik Neighbors makes that catch.
Oh, Malik Neighbors makes that catch in his sleep. That's nothing for Malik Neighbors.
Right.
Here's DeVito. 3rd and 6 from the 43. Takes the snap. DeVito drops back, looks left, throws. What the hell is that?
I think that was a little miscommunication there.
I think DeVito had too much pasta before the pregame as he overthrows the receiver there, but I don't know.
Giants
20
going to go
yards.
for this? No. Yep.
It kind of
Dave will say go. Dave will
it's
say
too
go.
close to punt. Yeah, too close to punt, and it's kind of too far to kick a field goal. So
Dave will say, work that magic. Tommy D.
can Tommy DeVito get it done? In a real game, the Giants probably take a full start here and a delay a game penalty rather here and punt it. But in the preseason, go for it. DeVito takes the snap, drops back, looking downfield, and it's caught by
Fedoni again.
And that's another really nice catch by Fedoni.
Hey, we love to see it. Hey, DeVito to Fedoni. Yeah. Let's go.
This kid's got some talent, man.
He does, man. Look at those hands. I'm telling you, I mentioned a couple weeks ago on Giants Collective, like, I think he's a sleeper to make this team.
I like this kid. Oh, he's going to make the team. The question is he going to have a role?
Right.
I would be surprised if he doesn't make the team.
Well, we have a lot of tight ends.
We do. 8:40 to go. Miller off the left side, and he'll go forward for about 3.
He has really had a workload today, hasn't he, Chris? This 9th carry, he's got 6 receptions.
Yeah.
Almost got 100 yards from scrimmage.
I'm showing a quote here from Fedoni talking about what Kelsey said about him. He told me I was extremely athletic and moved extremely well, that the top of my routes were really good. Being able to hear that from Travis Kelsey was really cool. I like what I see from Fedoni, man.
Yeah.
8 minutes to go here in the 4th. DeVito at the 25. Play action. And again, they're going to check it down to the running back out of the backfield. And again, they'll get 4, maybe 5 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 or 5.
No, Fedoni, I mean, he was a 7th round pick. So I mean, you can get anything out of him. It's a great pick. They're showing me the Bills schedule. I don't know why they're showing. Well, I showed November 9th, but they have they're tied for the 9th easiest schedule, the Bills.
Makes sense.
Bills and Eagles. I don't
know.
know.
Looking at their schedule, the AFC East wasn't very good last year, so it makes sense that they would have a one of the better ranked schedules. Looks, throws. That should be a pass interference.
A flag.
He wrapped him.
Well, probably go for it again. They went for it last time on 4th and 6.
I think they kick it here and take the lead. No.
How far is it? I guess they got an extra 10 yards. So yeah, you're probably 50 some odd again.
I think it's about 42, 43 maybe. That should have been pass interference.
Dude, there's a guy that goes, but he's not a guy, he's a kid. He's like 24. He looks just like Tommy DeVito, man. I swear to God.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta have my buddy take a picture of me, and his name's Sonny, and I gotta be like, come on, man. Like, I gotta be like, hey, you got Tommy D over here.
That wasn't Gano. That was the backup kicker, but he makes it from 42, so the Giants take the lead.
There you go. But yeah, I gotta get a picture of it. He does. He looks a lot like Tommy DeVito. He didn't know he was. I'm like, dude, and so somebody else in the gym was like, you do look like Tommy DeVito.
And Sean says there's probably a lot of people in Jersey in New York that look like Tommy DeVito.
That's a good point.
A lot of Italians.
Yeah.
Sean says, how do you rate this year's draft class so far? Too early, man. Way too early. We haven't even played a regular season game yet. But I mean, I'm excited about the draft class. Abdul Carter, I think myself and most Giant fans thought he was, if not the best player in this draft, one of the top 2 or 3 best overall players in this draft class. So that's a slam dunk pick. Jackson Dart, yet to be determined, but he looked good today, encouraging in his first preseason game. And we were, obviously Scatterby, we haven't gotten an opportunity to see yet, but a very popular player. We'll see with Alexander. Seems like a little bit of a project, but with a lot of upside out of Toledo. Fedoni's looked encouraging thus far. So far, again, only 1 preseason game. And same thing with Bo. He's looked relatively well today. So, but ask me that question in a couple of years. Let's see how they transition into the NFL. But thank you for being here, Sean. Appreciate it.
Me and Burrs.
And Andrew says, DeVito.
Meats.
Davids. Fedoni is going to be like Dave Casper. He was super long arms, huge hands like Casper. He resembles Casper in both appearance and style of play.
God, if he could be anything like Dave Casper was, that's a huge find for the Giants. Huge. Because Casper was one of the best tight ends ever. So
I like him. I don't know how much of a role he's going to have because, I mean, we got Bellinger in front of him, obviously, and obviously, what's his name? Theo Johnson. So, I don't know how much of a role he's going to have, but I think he should definitely make this team, and he's looked impressive today.
Yep. I don't know why I get the Bills. It's just crazy. Marv Levy, they're showing.
Incredible that team never won a Super Bowl.
It really is. They had the best chance against us. Glad they lost.
Yeah. Yeah, they really got smoked, and they played Dallas in the other three, right?
Oh, Washington.
Washington, one of them. That's right.
Washington kicked the shit out of them too, and then Dallas embarrassed them twice. Yep.
Yeah. That was the that might be the first football game I remember watching. I think it was like 5 or 6 years old. The Super Bowl between the Bills and Washington. Like from start to finish. I remember like bits and pieces of the Giants Super Bowl in '90, but not the whole game. But that game was horrible, like you said. Washington destroyed them from the very beginning.
Yeah. Good.
7:13 to go here in the fourth. Washington beat the Lions that year, right? In the NFC Championship game, I think. Or was that the year before?
In 1991, yes. Yeah. 38-6.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
As the Bills will start the drive with a wheel route out in the flat, and they get up to the 40. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Yep.
That was the furthest Barry Sanders ever got that game.
Yeah, we're not able to get back there. Unable to make it back. They never had a good defense and never really had a great quarterback either. That was 91 Washington team was really good though. Good job there.
Mitchell was the quarterback, right?
In 91, it was
Andre Ware.
Oh, for Detroit.
For yeah.
It was Rodney. It was either Andre Ware or Rodney Pete.
Rodney Pete. It might have been Rodney Pete.
Yeah, one of those guys. I don't remember. They were both there at the same time, but I don't know who the starter was.
Getting near that 6-minute mark, 3rd and 5. We'll see if the Giants defense can get off the field. Shotgun formation here for the Bills, looking to get in a field goal range to take the lead. Bills will take the snap. Giants come with 4. Drops back under pressure, and he's going to trip. I don't know if it was the turf or a Giant, but regardless, the Giants come up with a sack.
Yeah, well, they got good pressure on him. I mean, that's the cause of that sack. And as he tried to take up, guys have been tripping on the turf all day today. So,
and I think it was Jordan Riley that was able to clean up and get the sack.
Yeah.
He had a great preseason a couple of years ago. Remember Jordan Riley?
Yes, he did.
Eric, man, thank you very much. He says, really hopeful this season, but my greatest concern is that there's a real improvement, but not enough for Mara. Let me just see this play real quick. Punts away. Giants will field this at the 10 to the 15. Tackle down at the 16. 5-16.
Army crawl for an extra yard.
Let me finish this here, but not enough for Mara. Then he reboots the staff, setting us back in the long run. Happy with the starters and Dart today. Great season, guys. Can't wait, Eric. Thank you so much for the incredible generosity. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a great supporter. As far as, I think that's a legitimate fear. I'm going to have an issue with Mara unless the team completely bombs. If you have the first pick, all hands on deck. Do whatever you want to do at that point. Blow it up. Take your quarterback first overall. But if the team wins 5-6 games, Dart comes in, he looks at least halfway decent, I'm going to be pissed at Mara if he blows it up because you had the opportunity to blow it up this offseason and nobody would have batted an eye and you didn't do it. I think once you decided to do that, you got to give these guys their opportunity with their quarterback to see what he and they could become. So I'll be pissed unless this team, finishes with like the first or second pick. If they blow it up after this year, I'm not going to be happy because they should have done it going into this offseason if they were going to go that route. So I'm hopeful that Mara will not do that outside of that scenario that I just discussed, but you never know. You never know.
I hope Mara doesn't do it because they traded up to get a quarterback in the first round. And obviously they want to work with this quarterback. Yeah. So you, again, like Chris said, you would have blown it up this year and you wouldn't have batted an eye, but to kind of start a rebuild here and with a new quarterback and then to have to revamp it all over again, because if the Giants are bad enough, new GM is probably going to want his own quarterback. So what do you do with Jackson Dart? I honestly think they're going to have leeway this year unless it's a complete disaster like last year where they're losing games 40-0 and 38-7 and there's no effort and they win 3 games. Then you might have to give the fans their pound of flesh. But if the Giants go 6-11 and they're competitive with these better teams and they're able to sneak a win against Dallas or Washington or some wins in the division, and you see the trajectory going this way, then there's no reason to think these guys won't be able to stay around and continue to build this team the way they want to.
As Gunner makes a catch there, but he's going to be short, so the Giants are going to have to punt. So it'll be 4th.
Tommy's like, go for it. He said.
I thought it was. It says 3rd and 1, but I think it's 4th down, right?
Yeah, it's 4th and 1. What are you watching on?
NBC. NBC. Yeah,
it's 4th and 1. Tommy's like, go for that. Go for it.
Not at your own 25. So Giants will have to punt. They'll have to rely on the defense to hold this game out. As Thomas says, it's odd seeing Kafka in the sideline. He's normally, Marjorie mentioned that earlier, up in the booth in the past, whether he was calling plays or not. Yeah, Giants are changing it up.
Yep.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. He's probably. I have no idea. Maybe the Giants have answered that. I have not heard it. If they have, why they decided to make the change? But the first thing that pops in my head why they may be deciding to do that is Kafka, obviously a guy that a major reason why he got the Giants offensive coordinator job to begin with, and why he was such an attractive guy from around the league to become an offensive coordinator was the job that he did with Pat Mahomes as a young rookie quarterback learning under Alex Smith. They may want more of a hands-on approach in game with Jackson Dart. So that would be my guess as to why they elected to bring him down on the field, if that's like a permanent move this year. And I think that makes sense if that's the reason.
Yeah, you want him to be able to talk to the guys face to face.
Yeah.
Like you said, especially with a rookie quarterback, you want him to have the kind of that, man-to-man talk instead of, such a distance between the guys. Plus, maybe they did that so Kafka could see the field or whatever. But don't you feel like you have a better nose for the game when you're like down on the sidelines and you're seeing it firsthand down there? Don't you feel more of a connection to your team and your players when you're next to them as opposed to radioing them like you're talking on the phone? You know what I mean? So I'm glad Kafka's calling the plays again because I do think he did a better job than Daboll, and this allows Daboll to just focus on being the head coach and trusting Kafka to make the right play calls. Because we came up with some good play calls last year that I think Kafka called, and they just didn't execute. You got
they're doing the new virtual measurement. So that it gives you the exact footage and inches, 1 foot and 1 inch short.
13 inches.
That's amazing to me that it took this long to get that kind of technology. You watch like tennis on TV. They've got, I forgot what it's called. It's forgot what the technology is called. They say it during the matches, but they have that technology where they could read whether the ball was in or out. It's amazing to me that the NFL hasn't had this technology integrated into the game up until now. Colleges had it too, right? They had it last year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
I think
it's better than measuring at the piece of paper. I can tell you that much. Like they did a couple years ago.
Are the Giants going for it?
They are.
The Giants are. I mean, I don't care. It's preseason, but the Giants.
Maybe they're just going to try to draw them off, Chris.
I think they're going to go for it from their own 26. No, you're right. I think they're just trying to draw them off. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. 4 on the play clock. And that's a smart decision, though. You waste time. You take off 30 seconds. Maybe you get a free first down. So I like it.
I don't know about the penalty.
Well, I'm assuming the Giants took a timeout. Did they take a penalty?
They gave him a penalty. And Brian Dable was just taking a sip of his drink. They take the penalty. Like, I don't like that. Take a timeout. Don't take the 5 yards.
That's stupid.
That's what he did there.
I mean, it's preseason, but it's still not. You still could, as a fan, you could still judge decisions that the coach is making from within the scenario, right?
Yeah.
That's a dumb decision. 5 yards is massive in a spot like this when the team only needs a field goal.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like you're in midfield.
Why
and
would
you're
Dable not use one of the timeouts there?
I don't know. I don't get that one either.
Punts away. Regular season, I'd be flipping out. The Bills are going to let this bounce to the 25, and it'll go down to the 21.
It's a good kick.
3:20 to go here in the fourth. I get it, Joe. It's preseason. I get it, but it's still a stupid in-game decision by the coach.
It is.
I'm not flipping out. It's preseason. I'm cool. I'm calm. I'm collected.
But you should take a time out there.
Yeah.
Just common sense. I mean, it has nothing to do with the situation.
Oh, Joe, you're right. It's the USFL that has the technology, not college football. You're right. I knew it was in one of the I saw it on TV in a football game. You're right. It's not college football. And Williams is down here with an injury for the Giants. Yeah, my 2 cents says penalty could be to see his. I mean, maybe you can make that argument, I guess. Again, whatever. Regular season, I'd be flipping out. First and 10, preseason, whatever. Just don't let it happen in the regular season. No, Dable's not going to get fired mid-season.
I don't think so either.
The only time in my lifetime that the Giants fired a coach in season was McAdoo, and that wasn't even mid-season. That was with like a week or two to go and that was only because of the Eli debacle.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bills will take the snap out of the gun, and they'll pick up 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. What happened with Neal? He didn't play. He's dinged up.
Yeah, no Neal, no Scat. None of our whatchamacallit. None of our starting receivers outside of Wan'Dale Robinson.
Second and 3 for the Bills as we approach the 2-minute warning. Play action. Drops back, has time, throws, caught up to the 45. They get out of bounds. So about 20 yards or so from being in field goal range.
Yeah, I don't. Unless Dable planned on using these 3 timeouts on defense, I really don't know why he didn't take the timeout. Again, it doesn't. It's
preseason. Maybe just. Oh, they sent that ball over the quarterback's head, and he's going to bobble it. The Giants are going to pick it up. I don't know. Maybe the Bills got it. We'll see.
I think 46 got it.
Football at the 12-yard line.
Wow. Giants.
I'd like to save one of those breaks for the regular season, bad.
I know. I was going to say that's the type of crap that usually happens to us. Not the other way around.
2:27 to go here in the fourth.
You airmailed that one.
So Giants have a chance to close this game out with 1 first down.
I think Turbo should get a touchdown here, man. He's been a workhorse today. Let him reward him with a TD. Reward him with a TD. Let's go. Reward him.
Why not?
Yeah.
So have it at the 14.
Yep.
And play action. DeVito throws. That's caught by Fedoni. And Fedoni will get tackled down out of bounds for a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. Again, preseason, not going to flip out. Regular season, I'd be pissed. You can't go out of bounds there.
Yeah. Again, rookie mistake.
Yeah.
Again, you can say the game doesn't matter, and it doesn't, but still, you want to work on things in the preseason.
Situational awareness. Yeah.
Exactly. So you want to work, and somebody should tell them, "Hey, kid, you got to stay in bounds and get this down to the 2-minute warning."
And here's DeVito out of the gun. Looks right, throws right. At Fedoni's got some hands on him, man, dog.
Wow.
This time tackled. They should have said he was tackled inbounds. I think they said he got out of bounds, which I don't think he did.
I thought his forward progress was stopped inbounds. That was a hell of a catch by him.
And they are going to stop the clock. So they said they're going to say he got out of bounds.
Yep, because Buffalo didn't take a timeout. Buffalo did not take a timeout.
Didn't have to.
Nope.
Fedoni, man. A couple nice catches there.
Fedoni's look good. Turbo time, baby. It's turbo time.
Third and 5.
Punch it in there. One time.
Run it. And do you go for it on 4th down to try to win the game, or kick the field goal and give them a chance to win it with a touchdown?
Depends on what we get here. I think here you kick it.
2:15 to go. DeVito throw. They're not going to have to do anything as they walk in for a score, and the Giants are about to take a 2-possession lead pending the extra point. Stand up, New York Giant fans.
That's Ward with the catch out of the backfield. Again, I would like to see Miller just because he's had such a workmanlike performance today. But good job by Tommy DeVito, seeing the guy in the backfield. He came out, he leaked out of the backfield. Nobody covered him. Tommy right away just gives him a nice ball, and not going to get an easier touchdown than that when you're Ward or DeVito. And don't look now, guys, we scored 30 points.
33, about to be 34 points for a Giants offense. Who would have thought? Snap, hold, kick, good.
A lot of times that's a month's worth of points for us, Chris. 34.
DeVito with a 4th quarter comeback win, huh?
Yeah, look at Tommy. Well, I mean, the bad snap certainly helped.
Yes, it did.
That helped a lot.
They got a good friendship going on, Dart and DeVito, right?
Yeah, I like I said, it seems like these guys like genuinely like one another. So
there you go. There's Kafka and Dart right next to each other, as you would expect.
I'm getting the Bills quarterback comparisons because I have the Bills broadcast. Well, there's definitely some good performances to take away from today's game. There's some things we got to work on. But I like Fedoni. I'm impressed with Fedoni. Really impressed with Turbo. Dart looked really good. Abdul Carter was insane. Banks, I feel like he needs to do better. John Michael Schmidt's not good. James Hudson, not good.
Bills will take a touchback, and they'll start with it at the 35, which is insane to say. 2:11 here in the 4th. Jackson, I mean, maybe it's the camera. It must be the camera angle because, at least from the camera angle they're showing on my feed, Jackson Dart doesn't look that much bigger than Wan'Dale Robinson. He's got to be. He's like listed at 6'2", isn't he? Dart.
It must be the camera angle. Yeah, I was looking at Josh Allen. So again, I have the other sideline.
Bills out at the 35.
Bouchel will come in here to quarterback for the Bills. I think Steve Bouchel was a Texas Ranger in the 80s.
And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Now, see, he should get out of bounds. And he didn't.
He should have. Yeah. Bills will get it to the 43. It'll bring up a 2nd and 2 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Yeah. And Joe Shane says, too bad if they win, it won't count when you're playing 4th string. Well, it wouldn't count if they were playing 1st string. It's preseason.
Right.
Let's see. We scored a combined 30 points in last year's preseason. Is that true, Cressley?
That would not surprise me one bit.
That's insane. Well, it is only 3 games, so yes, that is probably accurate. I was thinking 4 games. That's even more insane.
Yeah.
I like the 3 preseason game format. 4 was just too much.
It really was. They didn't need the 4th game. Because the fourth game's now become the 3rd game where it's just guys battling for positions. 2nd game is your dress rehearsal, kind of where your guys like I said, you're probably going to see Russ and Malik, and if they're healthy, obviously, you'll see those guys for a quarter. I'm guessing.
And David Cohen says Yanks up 4-2. There you
go.
At
the top of the 8th. I've had that up the whole time. So
this is where baseball starts to get interesting. The August, mid to late August, that's when it gets interesting.
Yeah, we're not gonna see Devin Williams today. So Camilo Duvall's in there right now. Just threw a cutter that was 101 miles an hour. I like the arms that we brought in, man. It just we bring in all these arms, and Boone decides to go to Devin Williams last night. It just set me off. Like, I don't understand what the hell he was doing.
I didn't even know that Devin Williams was doing so poorly this year. I don't follow the Yankees.
He started off really bad.
Yeah.
Then he had a good stretch for like a month. He pitched good, and now he's really bad again. So his ERA is like 5.5, 5.7.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really.
He's one of the better closers in baseball.
I was excited when we got him, but it has not worked out. It has not worked out.
So who's closing games for the Yankees now, if it's not him?
Bednar. I mean, I don't know if they have. I think Bednar closed out the game against the Rangers. He threw 42 pitches, got 5 outs. So I'm going to say it's Bednar is probably going to be our closer going forward. No, I think Giants or the Yankees, like I said, man, they added a bunch, but yeah.
Can't you ban the bots, Maverick? I don't have the YouTube chat in front of me. I'm looking at the StreamYard chat, but if some of my mods could, I'd appreciate it. Sure. Mike says, sadly, we won't see the starters next week because we have a joint practice first to Jets this week. I just don't see Dable doing that. I think he will, actually. I think he will. Not again, Mike, not long, but I expect to see Russ for a drive or 2 again next week. I think he will. Because of how poorly the team has started the last couple of years, I think that they're going to play the starters again next week.
I agree. I think we'll see them. Like I said, I think they're good for a quarter. Malik Neighbors didn't play, and I don't know. I mean, that I think that's what Dable used to do, but I was surprised Russ played today. I didn't think he was playing. He got a drive, and that's fine. But
2nd-2. Afghanistan says you can ban them, but they just keep coming. They have infinite body count. I'm sure that's the case.
I'll tell you what to do, Chris. Next time we do this.
Oh, subscriber mode.
Yes. Or you don't need to just do subscriber mode. Slow motion knocks them out. Like if you set your chat for slow mo, like 8 seconds in between, like when they can't spam it, it'll block them. But subscriber mode works too. I do it all the time. Subscriber mode and slow mo mode, it kills them.
That's what I'll do going forward. I'll do the subscriber mode because the bots aren't going to subscribe to my channel. I wouldn't think.
Make it for 5 minutes because they won't. And then if you, like I said, if you add the slow motion thing where they can't spam your chat, like an 8-second delay, it'll kick them out too.
Yeah, I'll just do
right. They do just keep coming back.
I'll do subscriber mode and see if that fixes it, and then if not, then I'll do the slow motion on top of it.
Yep, they both work. Just throw them on there anyway. I do it because I don't want anybody spamming my chat anyway. So it helps my mods not have to constantly deal with that crap. So just whoever it is trying to just spam a bunch of crap, you throw that little 8-second delay in there, and they can't do it.
Yeah, that's what I'll do from now on. There's a throw over the middle, a pickup of 6 because I could see the bot. I'm sure it's not just here. I'm sure all the channels on YouTube, the bots.
Yeah, any sports thing they do.
They have gotten much worse than it used to be.
Terrible.
2nd-3. Bills take the snap out of the 25, double pump, throws over the middle to the 15, to the 10, and tackle down at the 6. Minute 11 to go. That's a big problem on Twitter, too. Bot accounts.
It is. Do you think they should kick a field goal here?
You're gonna no. They still have plenty. I would go for the touchdown. Now, if as he throws it out of the end zone, Nah, yeah, I think you got to go for the touchdown here. Second and goal. But you don't go for it on fourth down. You take the 3 at that point. But.
Well, I'm thinking you need a touchdown and a field goal anyway. You'd save some time if you kick the field goal. And you're going to need onside kick at some point, right?
I think with the amount of time on the clock, if there was, say, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, I'd probably agree with you, but you're so close. I think you got to go for the touchdown here.
Yep.
Oh, what did they
yeah, that was rough in the pass. He hit him right in the face with his face.
So a flag there on the Giants is going to give the Bills an opportunity here to get 3 more shots here at the end zone from the 3. But Bills will have to recover an onside kick because they don't have 3 timeouts. They only have 2. Bills take the snap, looks towards the corner, incomplete. 50 seconds, second and goal.
That was not a good throw.
If you're the Bills here, I'm trying to get in like regular season mode, like thinking if this was like an actual regular season game and I cared about the outcome. But if you're the Bills here, knowing you have 2 timeouts and you're only going to need a field goal if you score a touchdown here anyway, you could run. You could call a draw play here.
Yeah,
in like a real game situation. If you didn't get it, you don't mind using the timeout. Being that you got to recover an onside kick and get a field goal. And I thought they were going to run it. Play action. Looking, throwing, incomplete.
I don't think you would have been in bounds anyway there.
I think I would have run it on that play, honestly, in a real game situation.
Yeah, because it's not like you could take a timeout. Even if you wanted to get right up and snap the ball, you wouldn't lose that much time.
Yeah.
He would have been out of bounds anyway. That second foot didn't come down in bounds, I don't think.
Maverick says Dart is the real deal. You damn right. Well, at least we hope he is. He looked like the real deal today.
He looked good today.
And we get a timeout by the Giants. So the Jets, so that's the 16th. That's next Saturday, right?
Yeah. It is next Saturday. Let's see when they play. That's not what I wanted.
That's usually the game we have the issue, right? When you don't get the Giants and Jets, I feel, in the past, up where you live.
No, it's if the Jets play at the same time as the Giants. Like they're different games. I get the Jets. Okay. So Jets and Giants, I'll definitely get that one way or the other, whether it's a Jets broadcast or the Giants. Yeah, they play at 7:00 on Saturday, next Saturday. And then they play on Thursday against the Pats. Which, again, I should still get that because there shouldn't be anything that blocks me from it. But that one I might not get. Who the hell knows? I always got the games, the Giants games up here, preseason games, and it was always Carl Banks and Bob Papa. Those are the guys that I would get. I'd always get like the radio broadcast, but it would give me the video feed. And now they just started giving me Jets and Bills. I don't understand why.
Well, the Bills I could get because you're kind of upstate, right? So
I'm way close. I'm twice as far from Buffalo as I am the city.
Yeah. And there's a throw, and they're going to be short. They're going to have to use their timeout. Now, this is where it's interesting, Bad Dog, because it's 4th. And again, it's preseason, but it's 4th and goal from like the half-yard line, and you need 2 scores anyway. But then you say to yourself, yeah, but there's probably a much higher probability I'm going to score a touchdown from the half-yard line than if I get the ball at my own 40.
You got to go for this.
I think you have to go for it because of the percentages, right? I mean, I think you have to go for it.
You're better off not catching that.
If it was 4th and goal from like the 4, I think you take the field goal. But from the 1, I think you got to go in a real game situation. I think you got to go for it too.
Oh God. Here we go again. Freaking Dovalis come in, giving up a run. It's 4-3 now, and Houston has runners at 1st and 2nd.
Bills are going to go for it from the 1. And they are, I don't know if he got it.
No way.
Now they're going to call it a touchdown, but I'm sure it'll be reviewed. 34 seconds to go.
Dude, that's not a catch. Don't you have to complete the process? This isn't like this isn't a running back that broke the plane. I don't know that he ever had this.
He's down before he gets in. He's down before he gets in, I think. Looking at that, you don't have the same camera angles I do, but I think his knee touched before he broke the plane.
I don't. That's real close. Here's the knee. Oh, dude, he's down. It's not a touchdown. They just showed a good angle for me too. Nope.
Yeah, I don't think that's a touchdown.
He's down. Yep, he is down.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a turnover and downs.
Yep.
Giants ball on like the inch-yard line.
Yes.
And normally you would take a safety here, but you can't in this spot because because then you would be punting it to them down 7. So yeah, you can't do that. If you were up 11 or more, you would take a safety here, but not in this spot. Because they're up 9, right? Yeah, 9.
Yankees are gonna freaking blow this damn game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Still reviewing it, but I'm assuming.
I don't know why this is taking so long, honestly.
I don't know why half these reviews take so long, and half the time I don't understand how they don't overturn the call or keep the call. So you never know with these refs.
Yep.
These are the angles we got. I don't know that the officials have any different angles than we do, but from what we've been able to discern from our coverage, there's no way they're going to be able to overturn this because there isn't an angle that shows.
What do you mean? I'm hearing on the broadcast, there's no way they can overturn it because of the angle. You can clearly see he reaches across the goal line after his knee's down. What are we talking about here?
Yeah. I think he's short. Joe Shane says not every Giant fan knows what's really best for the team. I would say yes. They just podcast huge differences. Rule number 1, never get your hopes up or try to sound like you know what you're really talking about. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all just fans. I mean, we're all just fans with opinions. I don't ever, I don't take anybody's word as gospel.
Yep.
34-31.
It's ironic coming from a guy that doesn't do that, from a typer.
Yeah. So they overturned it, right?
Yep.
34-25. So you just do a QB sneak here and you call it a day. Just make sure you don't get a safety and you call it a day.
Yep.
And the Giants will be 1-0 in the preseason.
Yeah.
Good start.
Good performances today from a lot of guys, and some guys that definitely need to work on some stuff. But they scored 34 points. Dart looked nice. Abdul Carter looked sick. Turbo was really good, and we'll see what we do against the Jets. But I'm glad that Jackson Dart had a good game. Glad he had a good game. I like Turbo. Fredoni looked really good too. So definitely some stuff to talk about in the next episode of Giants Collective.
And I don't think they got a safety, and if they didn't, the game is over. Well, the Bills have a timeout.
Quarterback sneak.
Bills will use a timeout.
Don't know why.
Yeah, and it's preseason at this point. Just end the game. You don't want injuries.
Correct. You're down by 9.
Even Dable said he's like, "What the? Well, you don't have my screen again." This is the one time it's weird because we're not seeing the same thing.
I keep hitting the Bills sideline, and they're just showing McDermott.
Dable's like, "What the hell, man?" And it's his old team. So he's like, their buddy says, like, what are you doing, guys?
True. I saw my screen earlier. Here we go. I got Dable now. What the F, man?
And that'll do it. Get another QB sneak, and the Giants will get out of Buffalo with
Dable going to say that to him. What are you doing?
1-0 preseason record, Bear Dog. How about that?
How about that? How about 34 points in the game? How about that?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Joseph says, I feel good. Players of the game. I mean, you got to go Jackson Dart. It's his first, well, it wasn't even a start, but his first action in the NFL. And he looked good. He threw a really nice touchdown. I mean, you could give it to Turbo Miller if you wanted to. He had a good game. Didn't score a touchdown, though. I think you got to go to Dart, man. The young rookie quarterback, and he looked relatively well today. So I'm going to go with Jackson Dart. You could go Graham Gano if you want to credit the special teams. He had 3 50-yard field goals. But I'll go Jackson Dart, Bad Dog. How about you?
Yeah, I think Dart looked really good. He had some, had some balls batted down, but I felt like he was decisive in his throws. I felt like he did well. I thought he showed great poise under pressure. That touchdown pass, he was under pressure. He put it right in the basket to little Jordan Humphrey. Trevor Miller, I thought, was really good. Marcus Bowe played well. I liked Fedoni. And again, the starting pass rush was it was insane. How good, how much pressure they got at the beginning of the game. It was crazy. So yeah, there's definitely good things to take away from this game. And look forward to next week. I like the fact that Russ played, and I thought Russ did a good job. And we'll see. Yeah, I already know the Yankees have blown the game. It's now 4-4. They bring in Bednar. He immediately Christian Walker walks in a run. Oh, tune in for the post game tonight because I'll be here and I'll be screaming, I'm sure. But Chris, I gotta get out of here. Chat, thank you. I gotta go take my mom's to dinner. All right.
I'm gonna call this in a couple minutes anyway. But Bad Dog, I'll see you Wednesday. Right? I'll see you Wednesday. Enjoy your Italian tonight.
Thanks, brother. I will. Be good. Man.
Be good.
Later, chat.
I'll hang out with you guys for a few minutes, but it's preseason. I'm gonna call it a night myself soon. Im says Baboon and Cashman furiously trying to get Williams. I'm not watching the Yankee game, but obviously from the chat, I know that they blew the lead and it's 4-4 now. So if you're a Yankee fan, that's horrible. Let's see. Take care. Be good, man. Chubby Dable is better always. Aiden, be good, man. Maury, be good, man. You go 4-0 in preseason don't mean we will win 4 games. I mean, I agree, Joe Shane. There's been instances, there's been instances where, and I say this every preseason, I think the Patriots, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, the year they went 18-0 or 18-1, I should say, before they lost to us in the Super Bowl, I think they went 0-4 in the preseason. They might have went 1-3. They didn't have a good preseason, I don't believe. And then there's instances, I think the year where the Lions or the Browns, I think it was the Browns that did it first, didn't win a single regular season game. They went 4-0 in the preseason. Preseason means nothing in terms of wins and losses, but it's always cool to see your team win. But I'm not judging anything off of it. And there you go. Michael just said it. So was the Lions. My mistake. The Lions were the team that went 4-0 and then 0-16 in the regular season. Dart looked great. Have a great rest of the day, and hopefully the Mets better get their shit together. Good to have football back, Jen. Sean, be good, man. Dart looks better than Daniel Jones by a long shot. Well, yeah, that's not hard. Over the last 2 years, Daniel Jones was atrocious, so he better look better than Daniel Jones. But it's preseason, but he looked good. What's going on, Evan, man? Thanks for popping in, man. And my chat just expanded. I don't know what I just did. Let me refresh this. Hold on. I can't see the chat now. This might knock my stream out temporarily. I don't know what I just did. Sorry about that. I'm sure everybody left because it took me about 2 minutes to get back in. But I don't know what happened to the chat, but I couldn't read your guys' chat, so I tried to refresh it and get going. But I'm sure most of you guys left. I was going to call it a stream anyway because I got some stuff to do today, and it's preseason. There's not much to talk about other than the fact that Jackson Dart looked pretty good. I'm not going to get overly excited, but Jackson Dart looked pretty good. The defensive line looked great. And everybody stayed relatively healthy. Fedoni, should mention him, looked really good too. But excited, man. Excited that football's back. Excited for week 2 of the preseason. But more importantly, I'm excited for the regular season to get underway. And I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Obviously, now that the season's getting underway, I'm going to be a lot more active on the channel. I was talking to Bad Dog before the stream. We'll be doing the Giants show together, I think probably starting next week at some point. We'll have to figure out our schedules. But we'll do at least one episode a week doing that. I'll try to do some solo streams this year. Always love doing those. Those are my favorite things to do because I get to talk to you guys a lot more. But appreciate all you guys for being here. Is Giants? No, we're still going to do the Giants show. Probably only once a week. We're not going to do it twice a week, but we'll do the Giants show, alternating channels once a week for sure in season. But guys, appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And yeah, see you next Saturday for the Giants week 2 preseason game. Be good, guys.